Okay, so now don't dox yourself, guys. Here's the music.
Okay.
And then, yeah, I'm good whenever now. We're listing gym leaders, right? And whatnot.
Alright, before we do, Avi,
Well,
do you
I
have
have
any better news?
suggestions for the tiers.
Okay.
Tiers changes.
Yeah?
Amazing could be like fire gym leader.
Nah.
Cool can be cool. Mid, I like. Not it. What if we made that mid in parentheses derogatory?
Oh my
Yes.
god, funny.
Yes.
Wait, no. I don't remember how to spell that word.
It's not an I, it's an
D-E-R-O.
Yeah.
D-E-R-O.
I don't really remember the rest off the top of my head.
There.
Derogatory.
Yeah.
That seems fine.
You know what? it's
Just like everything here.
That's what makes it special. Okay, that is a funny thing, though. That is kind of funny. You can't lie.
Is this all the gym leaders? Like, all of them?
Yeah, kinda. No, yeah, kinda. Yeah. Yeah, it is.
I'll be honest, once we get to the Gen 8 gym leaders, they all have, like, fire designs. I'm gonna...
We're not ranking them on designs. We're ranking them on multiple facets.
Well, design's an important part, because that's, like, the main thing you can get from these complete characters.
Right.
They don't really do much outside of that.
Alright.
So, we're starting with, like, the trial captains?
Yeah, I guess we are, because whoever made this list decided to be quirky to go bounce around generations like no man's business. Alright, no one's got a better idea for amazing? That's not a... I don't like fire because it's like...
Super hot. In reference to super hot fire?
Dude, and there's super fire.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
goats, we have, like, multiple goat Pokemon, and they're all grass, so, man, hey.
Amazing fire, not really. Not related to fire type.
The type fire
The type that is fire type.
Alright, here we go, let's go. Let's go. First up, hold on.
Actually, no, in parentheses, I'm sorry, in parentheses after cool, put, that's chili.
I have all of the...
He's not the ice type.
There we go.
Yeah.
Fire. Well,
Am I
it's
able
like,
to copy and paste groups to you guys?
The what?
Like, you know how you can make groups on Chrome? I can't send it to you. Damn it. Dude, I have all of the gym leaders open, apart from, like, the trial captains. The trial captains, I guess we're gonna base off their trials, because fucking I cannot find their... Like, some of them actually have battles, some of them don't.
I have the trial captain page up right now, because we're doing them first.
Can you send that to me so I can look at it?
Okay. Yeah.
Wait, why do we need a list?
So we can actually look
So
at...
we can
like,
actually know their names?
You guys don't know their names?
Do you know the normal type trial captain's
It's like
name?
Ilima or Lima or something like that.
No.
Isn't
Okay,
it?
well maybe, but that's irrelevant.
Lima,
Anyways,
It's
something
Lima.
like that. Yeah, Lima! I said that! I said
only
that
know,
before
like,
you did.
Lana and Kiwai.
Alright,
Yeah,
alright,
okay.
alright. I'm gonna start off right off the bat, alright?
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Did you see what I saw, Fallen? Do you see what I
think
saw?
so.
The fact that Sun and Ultra Sun is referred to as sus?
Yes.
That's crazy.
Sun Ultra
Anyways,
Sun.
I'm gonna put him...
I've
putting
literally
him...
called it Susmum before.
I'm putting him in sus derogatory for the
For
sole
Lima?
fact...
I guess the gumshoe.
Here's the thing, right?
Mhm.
The gumshoes is fine. The fact that you have the option of something that's weak to fighting and something that's quad weak to fighting is kind of crazy to me. I feel like that gives Ultra Moons
There's
that
no-
bit of an advantage. Cause like, There isn't necessarily.
There aren't many fighting types before that point.
There isn't, but there are definitely fighting moves and stuff you can get beforehand, and
I
that's
mean, yeah. I've literally sent that image to Callum before.
so. Yeah,
Like,
it just
big gumshoe sus.
that's crazy. I hate that so much, but I kind of and it's funny because the moon and Ultramoon's mum British. Anyways,
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know.
fun.
He's also just kind of mid. Like I don't know. He's just a normal type, but like less cool because he's got an option of easier mode. Like that's crazy. Anyways,
Okay.
I'm gonna put Lana. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I think cool. That's chilly.
All right. Wishy-Washy was really cool, and then the fake out for Wishy-Washy going into Arachnid was like pretty.
Oh
good.
yeah,
Oh wait, we're streaming. Good night. It's stream. Don't dox yourself. We're doing Pokemon tier.
All right, he's illiterate.
He's not even talking.
Okay,
Anyways.
that's chill.
I want to say like when I played Ultra Sun for the first time, I was fully expecting Wishy-Washy again, and then last second, bam.
No, yeah, same.
That was pretty cool. That was
Yeah,
pretty
yeah,
hype.
yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
It was like it was great. It was great.
Also, I love her interaction with the grass type
Also, where the hell's the hiker?
forest.
Nah, that's crazy.
Where's
I
the
would say-
hiker?
Yeah,
put
was
him-
awesome. I love
yeah.
this guy.
Yeah.
He's cool.
I mean,
He's
he's
cool.
actually fire. Unrelated to the type, it still belongs here because I mean he showed off two like also like really cool like
Yeah,
Like-
Salazzle alone, Maryland.
Salazzle is
Maryland.
crazy.
Also,
And
his,
the-
he does his like little cool little dance in his trial.
yeah,
And I think that's awesome.
yeah, and his hair is damn pretty
His,
awesome.
his hair's
Yeah.
really cool.
Unfortunately though, Lana or Mallow, nah, like Lorantis,
Luke wouldn't be happy.
Lorantis is cool. Don't get me
I love.
wrong,
Yeah.
but
Mhm.
like, damn, that's just it's I don't know.
Wait, listen. All she needs is a van, and she's a certified stoner.
All right, she's just not that exciting. Like the Pokemon
She's
she
on the-
calls in, they're all right. I mean, Comfey's kind of interesting, but it's like I don't know. It's just, she's definitely not as bad as freaking
Lima.
him. Yeah, but yeah. All right.
Sophocles. His was pretty fun. I like that it was a puzzle.
Well, also we have are we considering the fact that Sophocles has an entire like side arc with the Pokemon like
Celestial
island
tree?
area.
Or like, are you talking about like?
It's like the plaza or something.
Oh yeah, the plaza.
He has all that going on. So
Hmm,
he has a lot going for him.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I guess we can move him up. I do really like. I love the Vikingvolt trial, but what I
Yeah.
really like about him is his like. I like the Togedemaru, and
I
then
like
Oh,
it
yeah.
more.
but in
Yeah.
the Togedemaru actually calls in some really interesting. It calls a Dedenne and a Skarmory, and that's like a really interesting mix. Because Skarmory is a really interesting one. Like you probably already have like. If you came here expecting to kill it with the quad effective ground, Skarmory's gonna kind of come in and rock you a little bit because you're not gonna be able to touch that.
Also,
So-
I won't lie. When doing the trial, I thought it was going to be a Vikavolt.
So yeah, I mean like I put her in cool. I mean her main like okay, her main benefit is the fact that she's an Elite Four member, but we're not counting the Elite Four part of that.
Yeah.
I was saying I think that's our first contender for that's why they are the go.
Nah.
I'd
Mimikyu
say
is
cool
really
or
I
good.
love her
above.
character, cause
Yeah.
she interacts with like the cop dude.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I think
Yeah.
that part of their story is really fun. Her as a character is really cool. Mimikyu is really cool.
Oh shit! Wait,
Yeah.
never mind. Wait. Oh wait, never mind. Okay, never mind. Ignore me.
He's there.
No, I saw the Kahunas and I'm like, oh wait, Elite Four, but no, they count them also as gym leaders because none of the other Elite Four members are
Yeah.
here
The
throughout.
golfer
Yeah.
lady.
I mean, I get like I don't know. We can move her up here.
Safe,
I don't
amazing.
think-
I'm chill with that.
Okay.
I was saying anything cool or above.
Also, Okay, I respect that they added her. She's actually pretty cool.
She's the certified
Pretty cool, but she
stoner.
doesn't really do
I
much.
don't. Yeah, she
outside
doesn't
of-
do much, and I actually really don't like her trial. I don't like having to go around and find everybody.
Yeah, that's
No,
also
yeah.
something I don't like about her trial. It's kind of meh.
But she does bring in a freaking Rabombi, which is kind of crazy.
I do get the,
Ron is
like,
cool.
in concept, having that, like, going back throughout all the islands and fighting them was good
That
in
is
theory,
cool.
but when
Yeah.
executed, I'm not the worst fan.
I think the
I'm
issue
gonna
is
be
like
honest, I
you're
think she
so
goes down to mid.
Nah.
Honestly, if Mallow's there, yeah. I'd say Mallow's better
Really
than her.
do
Fine. Yeah, I think the issue with her trial is it's like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is such a long game, and when you get to her, you're just kind of like, I kind of want to be like done with that. You know what I mean?
True. Her like as a
She's
very
the
good one.
she's the final
like right-
hurdle before.
She's right before
you-
Necrozma.
No, she's right. She's after Necrozma.
She's after Necrozma?
Yeah, you already
Yeah.
deal with her. You already.
Okay, damn. I
And then-
remember her being.
And so the issue is
Around that
it's
time.
not like
Well, I
oh,
guess
it's
in
like
between
the 8th gym
Necrozma.
leader. She's not like the 8th gym leader or anything because then you actually have to fight the Kahuna after her anyway. So it's just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just like, damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't want to, I don't want
So-
to have to deal.
Yeah.
So what about Old Man Rob? Or what's his name?
Hala?
Yeah,
Hala?
yeah.
I like him. He's a cool guy.
Hala's cool. Yeah.
He's cool,
I
yeah.
love- okay. Like the coolest moment is like when like the islands are under attack. Like it is implied that all the like we see all the Kahunas like kind of do stuff. I just love that he just has aura.
He
Like,
has
the
an aura,
He has the
yeah.
most aura of all the Kahunas. Undisputed.
Brawler fits him so well.
Alright,
Or whatever the full evolution is.
When I think of he is the most stereotypical Kahuna, but I think honestly, they did him dirty by making him the first one. He really gives off the aura that he's the strongest of the Kahunas.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I like Hala. He's really cool.
You know what I've always had in
But-
my head? That the
What?
gym leaders have a selection of Pokemon ranging from every 10 levels.
I
And
do
then-
too.
Because think of it in Heart Gold, Soul Silver. I don't know what other games you could rematch the gym leaders in, but first time around, say Faulkner, he's level 12, I think, highest, and then you rematch him, he's level 40, something like that, probably higher. So yeah.
Alright, this may be a hot take, but I'm going to move Olivia into mid. And just hear me out, right? Cool
Uh-huh.
trainer, cool concept. They should not have made her a rock type. Alright? We already have
I kind of
water
understand why you said
grass,
that, but
and fighting all before her. She and her team has no counter. That's my issue. No counter. She's just 3 pure rock types.
Grass.
Right. And Sun
Yeah.
and Moon. What is she going to do? I have to double check her ultra team, but
Ultra Sun has Laleep and Anorith.
what?
Her Ultra Sun team and Ultra Moon team has Anorith and Laleep.
Oh, okay. I misheard what
So
you
rock
said.
grass and a rock bug.
I thought you said she had one of the weird fairy, not Pokemon. I was really confused. So it's
Orlo?
yeah, her team in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon a lot better, but I still feel it's an incredibly it is just you can't give her a rock type that deep in not even that deep in the game, but when you already have
She's not very deep in the game. She's pretty early
Yeah.
on.
yeah, you have already three people with the Z moves to deal with her, generally weaker ones.
I mean, Lycanroc's cool, but her other Pokemon kind of suck.
Yeah, Lycanroc's cool,
But
but it
also
just-
her designs are really cool.
yeah, and that's why I'm it's tough, but I feel she's got to go in the mid category because her team's just so bad. It's got to be a nerf. I feel that's the only fair way to go about it. Unfortunately, I don't want to don't get me wrong. I think she's cool. She's as one of the Kahunas, definitely not the worst. I have my feelings on which is the worst Kahuna, but it's her team that just kind of is damn.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right. Next up, Mr. Policeman.
Nanu?
Nanu.
He's cool.
Yeah.
I'd say
He's
cool. That's chilly.
I don't get why he doesn't have an Alolan Persian. Doesn't he have like a normal Persian? Right?
He has an Alolan Persian.
Oh, he does? Okay, never mind. I'm just misremembering. I mean, Sableye is cool. Krokorok is actually really cool because you have the desert in that island. I think he's cool. Yeah, he's like he's cool.
I mean,
I also like how he sort of helped you out with Team
story.
Skull.
Yeah,
His involvement with
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
that's cool. I always kind of like mix up that he I always feel like he's a member of Team Skull, but he's
I
really,
like
No.
his personality.
yeah.
It kind of feels like he knows Guzma. Is that just me?
No, he does know Guzma.
He
okay.
does know good.
Okay.
So it's like I kind of get it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put her in mid.
Mid derogatory.
Okay.
What's
Okay.
your-
Oh, that's
what's your-
harsh.
what's your
That's too harsh.
justification?
That's too harsh. That's too harsh.
Better than a
I
stoner.
like her, I
Okay.
like her.
Okay.
I'd
you know
say
what?
upper mid. Upper mid.
She gives you her.
Okay. You know what? I'm changing my
She's
mind.
cool
I'm putting
too.
her in cool.
Okay.
I changed my mind because I just remembered she has an interesting team. She has an interesting team, and that's really what's gonna save her because on both her teams, she only has one pure ground type, and her pure ground type's pretty cool. She has a dragon ground, a water ground, a ghost ground, or a ground steel, and actually that's pretty cool. Team wise, I feel like my main issue with her is like she kind of just shows up like one or two times on the Mudsdale, and then just gives you a Mudsdale. Like she just doesn't really do much. Like
I mean, actually, now you say it. Like she does show up quite a bit, but she doesn't really say anything.
yeah. So like
She's just kind
definitely,
of trotting around.
but I have to give her credit, not including her Elite Four appearance. I think right, she was in. Was she? No, she was an Elite Four member. Sorry, never mind. Take that back. But and also not counting
wasn't
that.
she
It's just like
replaced with the,
she's got a cool team. She's got a cool team.
golf lady.
Yeah. Which this is so sad, bro. Like if we're gonna mention that golf, I'm so sad they cut that. It's there in the game. It's on the map, and they just remove it, and it's very clearly where she's supposed to be from. So it's sad that we don't really get to properly meet her in a golf area. Unfortunate. So, yeah, it's it's what it is. I gotta respect the team. A Gastrodon, a Flygon, and a Mudsdale is great. Like I prefer her Ultra team because like those are some of my favorite ground types: Mudsdale, Flygon, Gastrodon, and Golurk. That's a crazy awesome team, and I kind of respect the Game Freak's choice to cut one of the Alolan Pokemon out for like a better Pokemon because like it's a little awkward having the ground trial captain be weak to her starting Mon be weak to ground. It's a bit awkward, in my opinion. But alrighty,
All right. Gen 3.
Gen 3, let's go. Bup.
I think she's a cool rock gym leader.
Okay, it's gonna be funny because I'm gonna reference this later on. I think she's gonna go with in mid.
All right.
It's
Other
tough.
Again, though, upper mid, I'd say.
Other mid? Phone you? Why
Other
other? Why other mid?
I don't like her.
You don't like her?
No.
Bup. I don't know. I feel like she's fine. She's got some interesting personality. She's a young trainer. I like that for the first gym leader, new trainer. You know. I don't know. I think she's.
Or should I
interesting.
invite Cal if he wants to join?
No.
Okay,
Cal's
okay,
gonna
okay.
start being honest. I was gonna give the worst takes ever.
Roxanne.
I have a lot of bad takes, okay? I'm just
Where would
saying.
you
That's
put
why I'm staying quiet.
Okay. Where would you put Roxanne then, champ? The other mid?
I would put her in mid derogatory personally.
Okay,
I
fine. Because
agree.
Fallen and Champ agree, and I'm not gonna
Alright.
die on that
It's,
hill.
like, not impressive.
I have my reasons for why I was thinking of putting him in. I'll express it later, but we whatever. We should move. All right, Brawly.
He's cool, okay?
He's cool. I think the issue is that like he also just kind of has like kind of basic fighting types.
Yeah,
Like,
that
Wakaruga
is
is
true.
Kind of interesting. All right. But yeah, okay.
I'd say the two of them are on par.
I mean,
What's
it's
it?
Makihita
The first
Michelle.
two?
I would say mid Duraga. Oh,
for
for
what?
Brawley. Watson. I think Watson's actually. pretty
Watson's a fun guy.
I love
cool. He's
Watson.
a fun little man.
Yeah.
He's just got a lot going for him.
I love Watson. He's a fun
He's got the
guy.
dudes.
Dude, like, all his arts, he's just happy, he's smiling. He's got an interesting team. Like, this is still the early gen, so there isn't a ton of types. I'm a little
Yeah.
upset that they chose to go with 3 Gen 1 Pokemon for the Gen 3 leader.
This until like Gen 5, which
Yeah.
they completely got rid of all the Gen 1. The Gen 1 Pokemon were like on every team, so.
Yeah. I kind of wish they had a little bit more courage to put some, like, there's
I
something
mean, on his
interesting about
Emerald
the type
team, he has
in
an
Gen
electric.
3. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess that is fair. I wasn't considering Emerald in there, but, you know, I think it would have been really cool to see, like, an Ampharos or, like, a Flaffy on that team.
I think the reason they didn't do that though is because they
Wait, is Ampharos...
in Gen 2 there was an Ampharos. Or a gym leader had an Ampharos, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he has Manectric because.
Yeah,
It's
that's
Gen 3.
Gen 3.
Yeah.
Which in that sense I think it's fitting.
So, it's alright. Like, it goes more to his personality than anything.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Flannery. I know Rocket really likes her, but...
Well, I don't like her, I really like her gym.
Okay. I mean, the double Slugma is kind of strange. It's funny.
That is kind of strange. I'll be honest, but like.
Like, Torkoal is really cool. Like, her biggest strength is the Torkoal. Like, that is like...
Torkoal.
what you
She
get-
also has Camrupt, right?
No.
I thought
That
she
also
did.
kind of surprises me.
She
Maybe
does
I thought
have
she-
Emerald.
She does, right?
An Emerald? Okay, that's fine. I gotta... Hold on, let me open up Emerald, because I'm only looking at their Ruby Sapphire teams.
Yeah,
And that's
I'm
not-
pretty
that's
sure
not-
in Auraz also.
Except for one of these guys, and we'll get to him.
And also, I need to look at Emerald because they switched gym leader. They have a new gym leader in Emerald.
And then the guy to the right of Wallace, I'm pretty sure
I'm gonna have a
Emerald.
whole
Okay.
arc of hating. on
Okay,
Wong.
seeing Brawly with a Meditite,
Okay.
not a big change, but actually that is kind of cool. that
Move him one
Brawly
up, I'd
has,
say,
like-
honestly, but
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Alright. Sorry. I can't remember your name.
Don't move him above Olivia. Though.
No,
No, no,
no,
no.
That's an absolute crime.
He doesn't go that far.
Um,
But having a Meditite's cool. Also, seeing him with his Electric and Manectric. Okay, I'm not even gonna look at like, the other one. Is actually pretty cool. That is like way like that was exactly my problem with it. Slugma's a bit strange. Okay, her with her other team. I think this team is pretty fair.
yeah.
I actually think Norman's team is better despite losing a Slacking because two Truant Slackings is kind of just dumb in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like you're pretty much just fighting every other turn, and it's super easy to exploit.
Yes.
Protect and
So-
then.
Literally, just have Protect and you win on one of your Pokemon. It
Yeah.
cannot touch you. So having two of those is kind of a problem, but having the Spinda is also pretty cool. I respect having a Spinda and a Linoon, so I think he's gonna go above.
I was gonna put him in maybe something to consider a different career path, such as being a good father.
That is crazy. Like funny, not like a crazy hot take. That is funny.
I mean,
So-
if we want to like, consider the character's story and design, his design's quite boring.
He has a casual design.
He's not a
basically,
great
so.
father.
Okay, so this is an interesting one. I want to put her. I think she's one of the cooler. Like we
She's
don't get to
cool.
know her
I
that
like her
much.
design.
Why not? Why not?
I also like her
She's a-
team. I like her
Her
gym.
areas. it just-
Honestly, I'd
both
put
her
him
teams.
in fire tier.
Okay.
Flames.
Honestly,
Okay.
I wouldn't be opposed to that at all, though. Yeah.
Both her teams are cool. Like
She has an Altaria, right?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure she
Yeah.
has Altaria, which is really
so.
cool.
Yeah,
Her first
and
team is
Pelipper,
a Swellow, a
Yeah.
Pelipper, Skarmory, and Altaria. That's her
Yeah,
first.
yeah,
team.
that's a pretty good
That's
team.
cool. She does drop the Swellow, which
The
I think is
Swellow for a
understandable.
Tropius, though.
Tropius. Yeah. That
Oh.
Tropius is
That's pretty cool. And she does still keep a normal flying type on her team with Swablu. So like, I think it's fire. I think it's like that's a pretty cool. I respect her. She isn't really, she's not like a super like talkative or like key to the plot gym leader, but I think her teams are actually some of the coolest. Also for Liz and Tate, I'm only looking at their gen set. Like, okay. We have to consider the fact that in their first appearance, they literally only had 2 Pokemon. Like, that is, like, actually a crime.
Yep.
Yeah.
Their Emerald team, though, is crazy. I love that
Emerald team's really good, but,
I feel like they can't go into Amazing Fire for that sole purpose.
No, I'd say I'd put Tate and Liz in mid first.
I think it is cool, though, that they did have have twins as a gym leader. And I also kind of like that.
I'm gonna put them here because the double battle gym leader needs to return. That's so.
No,
cool.
yeah.
In
a way, I'm glad that they didn't like keep doing that. I'm glad.
Wait, I thought.
Maybe like every few generations it could be a fun thing.
Was Piers not double battle?
Pier? Who? Remind me.
Dark type, Gen 8.
Oh. Sword Shield.
Weird hair.
Sword Shield.
Okay. Okay. I am gonna do Wallace so dirty.
I think it is.
He's going in mid.
You're putting Wallace.
Oh, I knew Champ wouldn't be mad if he wasn't anything
the reason
above
Wallace
fire.
in mid is because Juan is just Wallace, but cooler. All right.
Juan is not cooler than Wallace. This guy is
You're blinding yourself on the fact that Wallace becomes the champion. All right, Wallace. Okay, listen.
I think he just likes Wallace.
All right, listen. Wallace, as a gym leader, has 3 pure water types. All right.
He's got personality.
Okay, Melodic,
looks
cool as
cool.
hell. All right.
Yeah.
Looks cool.
3 pure water types.
Awesome.
A Love Disc, one of them. All right, Whiscash.
Okay, to be fair, Love Disc is like not very cool, but Seeking's really cool. It doesn't. Wait, he has a Seeking that doesn't have Lightning Rod. What the hell?
Bye. Yeah. You see my problem here, right?
Well, he has Rain Dance Swift Sim.
Don't dox yourself. Good night.
Wallace is
I've been
just
here the
not
whole
him,
time. I just have not said a word.
Yeah, I know.
right? Wallace. Also, I don't know. His team is just so anticlimactic for like after you've dealt with Kyogre or Groudon. It's just like, nah. All right, like don't get me wrong. All right, his champion team hella cool. All right, as a champion, Wallace is crazy. He gives Steven a run for his money. I think he's probably the most underrated champion, Wallace. All right, but as a gym leader, no, he's literally just worse Juan. All right, Juan. All right. He still has the Love Disc, okay, but he has a Crawdon and a Kingdra. Okay?
I do like his Pokemon. I just...
Also, Juan has more style.
Path.
What are you on about?
Did you say that for Juan or for...
Juan. I like
No. Nah, Juan is just...
I think you could switch the two at least, okay?
No.
Yeah.
I will
Juan does not have as
compromise.
much grip
This
as
is
Wallace
this
does.
is the closest I will compromise. Juan is not going lower than Wallace as a
Oh, okay. Juan can stay. Wallace can move up though.
Wallace's design.
Wallace as a champion is awesome. Wallace as a gym leader, no.
But like, look at his design in both Auras, which his design in Auras is fantastic.
Okay,
Fantastic.
I don't think it's
But
fair
also
to count
the
the
cape,
remakes.
the
I
cloak.
don't think it's fair to count the remakes.
It is
Alright.
definitely fair to count the remake.
It's definitely fair to count the
Okay,
remakes.
It's not fair because Gen 4 didn't get cool ass remakes.
Fair because you don't want it to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But
don't
like,
want it.
Wallace's redesign is amazing. Like,
Forgot you're outnumbered 3-1. Okay, we're counting remakes.
you are outnumbered.
Fine. I'm not moving Quan any lower.
Okay, but can we move Wallace up the
Yeah. Above Flannery. Above Flannery.
Fine. If we're doing that, we're doing that. Alright? Wallace is...
Okay, fine.
Fine.
Okay. Gen
Alright.
2.
Okay, Faulkner could go mid.
Faulkner's pretty mid.
Yeah.
I think Faulkner's our first. It's time to
I
consider.
was gonna say mid derogatory, but yeah, I honestly, Faulkner's kind of.
Okay, I respect the level 9 Pidgeotto. I respect that. But, like, damn, bro. Just, nah. How are you going to be the Gen 2 region, and you're still bringing Pidgey and Pidgeotto? Like, I know the regions are literally attached, but come on, man. Just, come on. Like, Noctowl? Come on. That would have been way cooler. Even, like, Ladybug. Anything. Literally bring a Pokemon from your region. And my complaints extend to Bugsy for that, but I don't think Bugsy's as bad, because he doesn't have
Bugsy's still only mid-derogatory.
Yeah.
Gen 2's gym leader's kind of...
Bugsy at least has
I think they build up.
Whitney's actually kind of cool.
I just have a grudge against Whitney's Miltank, okay? Yeah, you're right, I do. I hate that Miltank. Stomp has 100 accuracy and 120 power. You cannot change my mind.
Okay. That Miltank is iconic, alright?
It's hell!
Like, it's iconic. It is so deserved.
It's iconic. Also, props. This is a really impressive thing in Gen 2, using an actual Gen 2 Pokemon.
Yeah, that is like it is. It's
I'm pretty sure it's only like a couple people who do that.
Yeah. Okay. So Morty,
I like his gym.
I gotta put him in it. His gym is cool.
Wait.
But his team is just so goofy. Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar.
Morty doesn't have a Drifloon?
No.
No. It's literally Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar. That's it. That's what he's got.
Okay. I was thinking that Morty had a Drifloon on his team, and that's actually really cool. I love Drifloon. I was thinking that he had a really cool team. Nope. This guy has a Gengar, a Ghastly, and a Haunter.
As a character, though, he's cool.
He kind of sucks. I liked Morty's design, his personality.
Okay, it's the Gengar that does it for me. It's hard to say no to the Gengar.
I think keep it in mid. I think keep it there.
He didn't even bring like a Mischievous.
He could have brought a Mischievous, you're right.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
Okay, alright. This... Chuck is just going down. Alright.
Chuck? Yeah, Chuck's kinda...
Chuck has got 2 Pokemon. Okay.
Doesn't he have like a Primate and a Mankey?
Yep. He's a... No.
Primate and Poliwrath.
Primate and Poliwrath.
Like, don't get me wrong. It's cool that he brings the Poliwrath.
I think it's also cool that he tries to use, what is it, Focus Punch, but
there's,
generally speaking, it's...
Gen 2, I mean, there's Heracross.
There's Hitmontop. They could have had a Hitmontop. Hitmontop's awesome.
Hitmontop would have been cool. I agree with that. But
yeah.
Like, right. Jasmine. Oh my god. This is... Okay. Jasmine has 2 Magnemites. And a fucking Steelix. I completely forgot
about Jasmine. She's not very memorable.
Okay. First of all, Jasmine gives off, like, major, like, she's the electric gym leader vibe when you first encounter her, because she's got the Ampharos. And then she brings out 2 Magnemites, and then she brings out a Steelix. Alright, here's my main issue, right? How you gonna have 2 Magnemites and a Steelix? Like, come on.
I will say, should have had, like, a Magneton... No, should have had a Magnezone, honestly.
Like, I gotta put her in, like, the Steelix saves it, but, like... Yeah, it should have been Magnemite, Magneton, and Steelix. That would have been
I do like the whole lighthouse, though.
But, damn, is that... mid?
I mean... I'm looking at her rematch in Heart Gold Soul Silver, and I don't know if I should really count that, because,
We're not counting the rematches.
No, rematches
just remakes. Not rematches.
Because she does get, like, an Empoleon and Magnus.
No, yeah. She's really she has a real... All of their,
Bronzong? Yeah, she's got...
No, yeah, all of them, I must say.
Her base team, honestly, I'm leaning mid-derogatory. Her team's kind of...
Something I do like, though, with, Jasmine, Price, and Chuck, you don't have to do them in order. You could just kind of go out of order for the 3 of them.
Okay, but the issue with that...
And Mordial.
Very easy.
Yeah, it also makes it very easy, and like I feel like that's what kind of...
All 3 really, really easy to beat.
Yeah.
They're all around the same level, and like that's kind of my issue with Bryce, is I feel like for most people, Bryce is typically the last one, and it
Yeah,
really
and
hurts.
also he's an ice type gym leader.
Yeah,
and
it hurts
he has
that
like a
he's-
seal and a dugong.
Okay.
Which is gonna...
Well, Steel's a water type, so that's kind of interesting. He doesn't immediately
I mean,
bring
it
out.
is interesting, but it's
But
still
yeah,
kind
it's-
of just not a great Pokemon.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad as Chuck, but because he does have a Piloswine. I mean, you gotta respect the Piloswine.
Also, his Gen 2 sprites. I don't like it.
Right? Do we want to do the updated Kanto ones right now, or do we want to come back to that when we do Gen 1?
Gen 6?
Because I'm talking about Koga's
Oh.
daughter and Blue, since they're technically Gold Silver gym leaders, not Kanto gym leaders.
Right.
Or do we want to do them when we
Going to
get
Gen
there?
8, Gen 1.
Well,
Okay.
Because we still have to do Claire.
All right, Claire.
Claire's
Gen
actually
6.
pretty cool.
I think she's
except
cool.
her team's kind of...
she's
Yeah.
so different in the anime and games, though.
I
yeah,
wish we had
in
a
the game, she's
Dragonite.
kind
She's like a whiny brat, I won't lie, in the games.
So,
But in the anime,
like
she's like a
Kingdra.
pretty
She's
cool. Okay, I do like her too.
I like
But
Kingdra.
she's
Why
the
does she have a Gyarados?
What? She doesn't have a Gyarados.
she does.
In
I'm pretty
Heart
sure.
Gold, Soul Silver.
Oh, she does. Okay, well
Yeah.
Gyarados is like an honorary.
It is, but also
Yeah.
she has like 3 Dragonairs and Gold Silver Crystal. 3 Dragonairs?
Yeah.
They all have very similar moves.
I know we're not counting rematches, but also the fact that you could rematch her with Lance against you and your rival, I think is pretty cool. Not as like a permanent rematch, but like I think it is like every now and again you do, or unless it's just one-off rematch. But yeah.
Right. So
Mhm.
I'm gonna put Viola in cool. And now just listen, all right?
Her-
She's probably the coolest bug. Like she's the first gym leader, which
I like her
usually sucks.
design, I like her trial, but she's really, really easy.
Okay,
I'd
is
say
she
meh.
really easy? Okay, okay, we can put her down in mid.
Yeah,
I
there.
don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, it's just like,
But
it's something
I think
to
for
keep
her
in mind.
first gym leader, she's pretty cool because she has 2 interesting Pokemon, a bug water and a
I-
bug flying.
I-
So it's not just like, oh yeah, I brought a rock type or a fire type and she's done.
I
Because-
I like that
you
she
know-
uses infestation.
No, but
as
if you use
for
a flying
first
type,
gen.
she got a flying type right before.
I mean, yeah. I mean, like,
No, I guess that's for any bug gym leader. 'Cause
yeah.
there's flying types all throughout the game. Which are very
Like, bug
common
is a
type.
hard to be a good gym leader just because there's so many weaknesses that you can't cover them all. That you're bound, especially some early ones, like if you're fire type, if you pick a fire type starter, that's done. If you get the regional bird, you know, that's done. You know, if you get lucky to get a Pikachu clone, if it's a bug flying type, it's done. You know, which is pretty common, bug flying. But yeah. All right.
Moving on.
I want to give Grant the benefit of the doubt.
He has
because
cool
he's got-
hair.
He's got cool hair, and he
got
also
cool
has
hair,
a
he's got a cool
dragon
design.
type.
Cool hair,
He
yeah.
has-
Cool hair, cool
His
design, cool
Pokemon are
gym.
cool. Amore and Tyrant are both really cool rock types.
Yeah. The fact that he
It's-
uses true fossil mom.
And they're
He's got a dragon type. The second gym leader
they're
has
I was gonna say
dragon.
I would say he goes in fire. Like
Okay, I agree with that.
for the Kalos, like he's one of the coolest.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
I have very strong feelings about one of these gym leaders that I'm not going to tell you guys, but I'm putting them somewhere and you're not going to be able to change my mind.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm just saying.
I
Alright.
think I know who it is, but I don't know why I think it's that, but we'll get there.
Alright, so
Florida. Really
I
cool
mean-
concept for a fighting type gym.
I
like her
baffles me- Okay.
I like her involvement
So-
with the story.
Alright, so Karina emphasizes my number one issue with the Gen 6 gym leaders. Why do they not have megas? I cannot understand it.
I mean, to be fair, she's early enough in the game that
She gives you a Mega Lucario.
okay, but when?
Before her gym, she gives you a Mega Lucario.
She gives
I
it
thought that was
before-
after.
Okay, never mind.
I thought it was.
I thought it was after.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm pretty
still,
sure it's like
but
once you
still.
beat her and then
It
she.
would have been so cool if she
brings
brought
it
out a
down.
Mega
Okay, yeah,
Lucario. So I feel like that hurts her case so much, and it hurts pretty
Yeah.
much all of the Gen 6 gym leaders because every single one of them could have had a Mega.
I
and it
think
would've been
after
I think you
well,
do fight her
what's
with
Mr.
Desert
Sciencey
Mega Lucario
guy's
at some point.
name?
cool. That's a rematch. So
It
I feel
is.
like she's gonna go
Is it
with
Clement?
cool, but like
I like her. I like her. Like the concept of like a roller skater. That doesn't really seem fighting
no,
type,
yeah.
but it is. It does make sense because she's
Mm.
athletic.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
I
not like a
like her.
traditional fighting type. It's just like punch, strong.
Yeah,
that's
like
really cool.
boxer or I think he's
I mean, like I know Gen 9 has like a yoga one. Which is
yeah.
interesting as well.
All right, so you guys might not agree with this one.
Ramos?
You don't like him.
I don't like Ramos.
I
He
don't
has to build
particularly
on his
like him all
thing,
that
though.
much either.
I
Ramos
don't.
I
has
think
zero. He has
his personality is okay, but
his personality.
his
he's-
team's
His team is horrible. It has 0 counter to ice, fire, flying. Absolutely none. Literally so easy to beat his gym. It is painfully easy is my problem with him. Like Go-Goat is cool. I remember watching a video on fixing like the Gen 6 gym leaders, and this is part of my reason why I don't like them as much is like it fixes them, gives them better Pokemon, better like coverage, and a Mega. Or like swaps out one of their Pokemon for a Mega. And it's just I don't know, man.
I think-
it's just he feels like he should be like a 3rd gym leader, but you know what I mean?
No, yeah, he
He's
does
too
also.
weak. I feel like he's weaker than the gym that came before it. And that's the problem. Is that you
I'd
you're
say
s-
Ramos is a little more difficult than Karina, but not by much.
Yeah.
yeah, like if you have a flying type for Karina, you're fine. You're probably not gonna have a valid, like a really good psychic type yet to deal with the fighting types. But it's like I don't know, just the grass. It's a risky type because it's not a risk. It's just there were better options. I feel like he could have had that he just didn't have, and he makes his team super exploitable to just getting destroyed. And it's just what I just don't like about his team.
To be fair, I think grass type is a lot stronger than like it seems on paper, but
No,
he's
yeah, no,
not
I
a great
agree.
team.
Yeah, that's my issue. That's why I said he has potential, but he just doesn't have the right Pokemon. Like a Jumpluff and a Weeping Bell are not it.
Like on
Yeah.
paper, grass is a terrible type, but it's actually a really, really good type.
But like, I feel like, you know, like they could have given him something like a Breloom or like anything to actually start doing like type coverage for it. Like I don't know, give him a Ludicolo. Bam.
That
Or
would have
like a
been cool.
Lotad or
Ludi-
something. Give him something that helps with fire types or something. You know? He doesn't.
Wait,
have
what
that.
gym
Give
number is
him
he
a-
for?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Imagine
him
a
a
Lombre
fan,
with
bro.
an Eviolite for him.
Also, even give him like a Phantom or a Pumpkaboo. Give him one of those.
Actually,
Pokemon.
yeah, he should have
Doesn't
had.
That would be awesome, and also give him
Like-
good coverage.
Yeah. Would they have been the best coverage options? No, but they would have been at least more interesting than a Weeping Bell. Come on, bro. It's Gen 6. It's Gen 6. Come on, man. You can do better.
Yeah.
Like, I get the issues that they didn't introduce a lot of grass types in this generation. You've got the Chespin line, the Skidoo line, Phantom, and Pumpkaboo. And Gourgeist. But come on. Give him something. I feel like it would have been really cool if he had a Pumpkaboo. Like, I could very imagine it. I don't know about Phantom, but I could see him with a Pumpkaboo. Because, like, it also kind of can showcase the different size feature that they have. So I think it's just such a missed team. And it's just,
Mhm.
that's why I don't like his team.
Also, could I quickly say something for Clement and Bonnie?
Yeah? What the
This is kind of irrelevant, right? But whenever I think of Clement, I think of Clyde for Bonnie and Clyde.
I
Interesting.
mean, Clements had a lot of presence in the anime, but I don't think we should really
Yeah.
focus.
I
on
know,
Clements.
I don't
His
think
personality is
they- yeah.
different. I like his personality in the games though.
I do like his
Yeah.
team. His team's
His
interesting.
concept's cool.
yeah. Starting with Emolga is, I think, pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely.
He's like, right off the bat, you can't just expect to sweep him with ground types.
Yeah.
So, that's cool. And I also respect the
Really
Heliolisk.
like Heliolisk, yeah.
Mhm.
So,
Not particularly amazing.
I think he goes in the cool. Like, I think he is better than Karina.
I'd say Above
What the heck is
Norman.
Whitney doing
Plenty,
so
yeah.
low down there? She's
I
better
don't
than both.
know. I like Whitney.
I don't.
But
I don't.
yeah, well, obviously that's because you're bad. But I think Clement is fair
Oh.
here.
Mm-hmm.
I think X and Y really suffers more than any of the other generations by not having a remake, because their teams never get improved upon.
I hope their teams get improved upon.
Because damn, dude, like, I'm sorry, but like, yeah.
You probably had one of the
Some-
best teams. One of my more favorite.
But
teams.
What
ironically,
mega would they give him though?
next up, I will probably die on this hill. I think she's the best gym leader of Gen.
I'm not gonna
Yes.
argue with that. I love
Yeah,
I love her design.
It's very, very unique.
No, yeah.
She comes out swinging, being the first fairy type gym leader, and she comes out swinging. I wanna
No,
put her in
yeah,
amazing.
it's really nice.
Yeah,
Because her team is actually kind of crazy. The Mr. Mime into Moile is
I-
really good.
I feel like she had a missed opportunity with Sylveon having Cute Charm, not Pixelate, but
That's Pixar would have been
Having a Mega Moile,
such a nice
um,
ability for her.
Yeah.
just a bit, and also it having Hyper Cutter and not Intimidate. It's just like, why?
Also, I feel like this is kind of where the Gen 6 teams pick up for the gym leaders. Is that just me?
No.
No.
No,
I think she's she's the diamond in the rough. She's by far the best of the gym leaders.
Hmm.
I see.
Olympia's got a.
Olympia's
Okay.
not bad. No, don't get me wrong. Olympia's not bad.
I feel like just based off of her design, she would be a really tough gym leader.
I feel like Olympia is I can't. I feel like it's hard to put her above Clement.
Yeah. What's her
Just
team
because-
again?
I like her
It's
design
Sniggler,
more, but
Slowking,
I
and Meowstic.
I think his team's more.
Ah,
She's
Yeah.
got Sizzleth,
That's-
which is a Gen 5 Pokemon, Slowking, which is a Gen 2,
2,
and Meowstic is Gen 4?
6.
Gen
Six.
6. Meowstic is
Yeah.
Gen 6?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
feel like it-
I like that she had a Meowstic.
I feel like
Sigilith
it-
also fits her.
Those are
Okay.
female Meowstic.
Slow bro though?
I think her biggest myth, like, again, I see the issue is that they didn't want to make it so she had all of the regions. Like, I think it actually could have been really cool if she brought out a Delphox.
Also, I feel like she should have had a fourth Pokemon where she is in the
She
game.
should have.
Yeah.
She should have.
No, yeah, she's the
100%
7th gym leader, right?
Should have had a map.
Give
Yeah,
her a third
she
Pokemon.
should have had a Malamar.
Uh,
Undisputed. That is the biggest.
Malamar,
thing that
yes.
holds her back.
I think
Such a cool
Malamar would have
Pokemon.
fit her so well.
Malamar would have been perfect. She
But,
really
like,
gives
the-
off like a darker
Yeah,
aura.
If you give
Mm.
no, yeah,
That
and
should have been
take a look
perfect.
at the vibe of her gym. Malamar, I feel like fits that perfectly.
Yeah.
So,
Malamar,
honestly,
Sigilith?
I mean, like, don't get me wrong. I like the Sigilith. Psychic Fairy's a really cool typing.
Yeah.
You know, you get rid of the bug weakness for one, but I don't know. It's just she's missing potential.
yeah.
Oh, it was good night. All right. I'm not even debating.
say a
I'm not
word?
even arguing. By far, one of the worst.
All I know is he has an Avalok. That's all I know.
I don't
Wolfric,
remember this guy's team.
horrible, absolute
Okay.
doggy doo doo.
What's his team?
Abomasnow,
There is-
Avalugg, Cryogonal. No
One
counter.
way to think about his team.
Cool.
No.
He has a
There's-
Abomasnow.
He has no counter to fire type. You have a fire type, absolutely swept. He's got nothing. He is the 8th gym leader
Aren't there Ice
and
Rock
only has 3
types
Pokemon.
that haven't appeared already?
Dude, he is by far one of the worst gym
Rose?
leaders I have
Ice
ever
Rock.
seen.
I was
Ice Rock
thinking.
is Hisuian Avalugg and Aurorus. I think Aurorus could have been cool,
He,
you know what I mean?
it was already used though,
But there was already
It's
a
already
fossil,
on
dude.
but
Yeah.
yeah. But
which I
like,
think fit him more.
Brent's team.
he should have had a Mamoswine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
He should have had a
it
Mamoswine.
it fits his character so well. I feel like.
It fits it very well. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. Like, again, if you want to keep Cryogonal, I'm a bit iffy. Mamoswine fits the Abomasnow and Avalugg perfectly.
Yeah.
But again, he should have more than 4 Pokemon. Mamoswine should have been a must on that team because.
I feel like.
And
but-
even a Lapras. I think a Mamoswine and a Lapras on his team, and he goes from being like one of the worst gym leaders to an actual interesting gym leader because he has no counter to fire, and a Lapras and Mamoswine fit his team style very well.
I
Also,
I feel like
What's with
he
not having a
should.
fourth move on Obama Snow? Like, why
Wait,
would you,
what?
Like, what if
Yeah.
you had like Aurora Veil? That'd be
This
really,
is
really
what
good.
I'm talking about by him being so bad. It hurts. It actually hurts. This is why I made this team, this tier. The only gym leader off the top of my head I can think about. Because it's not even like, oh, he's an ice type gym leader. That's why he sucked. There are other ice type gym leaders late in the game like Price that are better. He is such a pushover. And,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially if
Like-
you compare him to like Wallace or.
Like,
Well, Wallace is a water type gym leader.
He gives off
I'd
ice
say, like,
vibes, okay?
what's the Jenny
The Gen
one? Melanie.
Okay.
The Gen
Oh,
9 is
yeah,
also really
yeah.
good.
if we're gonna compare,
No, he did very
Icarus-
well.
Icarus
Like-
isn't
It's like,
that
I
much
don't like
okay.
better.
Bryson. Bryson's
Okay.
kind of.
Or not Icarus. Bryson isn't much better, but at least Bryson
Yeah.
isn't the final gym leader. Bryson is the 7th gym leader, alright?
Okay, he's
And-
still really late game though.
Yeah. Okay, Bryce I don't think is much better, but I genuinely think he's one of the worst gym leaders. It's just so bad. He's just so unbearably bad. It hurts. It genuinely hurts.
Yeah.
It's so easy to sweep his team.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
One thing.
He has
I don't
hardly
think
any coverage.
anyone's going to dispute your take.
Yeah, I genuinely do believe
There was so
he's
much
the one.
potential, especially with like hail, ice types. You could have. I feel like something that could have been done with his team is make him like a user that
Yeah.
bounces off of hail usage.
Yeah.
I feel like that would
Okay,
fit him.
here's how I think his team should have run. Start with Cryagonal and use Cryagonal as like the setup one, set up Hail or whatever,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Give Obama Snow the Mega Stone. Give
Yeah.
him a Mammoth Swine, give him a Lapras.
Yeah.
And then we can talk. Then Wolfric actually acts like a valid ice type gym leader. You know?
Yeah.
And if you want to go crazy in this new remake that they're making, give him like Hisuian Avalugg. Maybe. I don't know. Could be
I mean,
interesting.
it's kind of meh, but
I
it's
thought
interesting.
it's interesting. I mean, it does have the quad weak to fighting, so I don't know. His team also has no counter to fighting. I just remembered that as well.
Just aquatic to steel.
That is true. Yeah. Okay, so maybe not that Avalugg. I think it actually it hurts it more, but still, yeah, it hurts me. When I think of a horrible gym leader, he's the first one that always comes to my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, man, he just makes me angry. Anyways, Brock.
Well, I want to discuss like
Oh,
I think we should discuss the leagues as a whole when we're done with like the leagues. Like, how do we feel about the Kalos thing? Because
okay.
it's
How do I
pretty,
think
pretty awful overall. But we got
Kalos is one of the weakest that has ever been made. It's very clear that when they decided to go with Gen 6, they wanted to make the game easier. The AIs are not as good. The movesets are very built around, like, a lot of Pokemon only have, like, 3 moves or 2 moves because they want them to only use those moves. And the AI is not good. In general, the Pokemon are weaker, and the gyms are just... The lacking of Megas is what hurts it. I'd be more understanding if they had 3 Pokemon, and one of those Pokemon were a Mega. I'd be more understanding, because, yeah, Mega can be really powerful, but damn,
They only have 4 Pokemon?
Point. No, they only have 3 Pokemon.
Wait, 3? What the hell?
Yeah. That is the
Yeah.
biggest issue. The first
Yeah.
2 gym leaders have 2, and every gym leader after it has 3. And the
Please,
Elite Four only
Diantha, have
4
6.
Pokemon. Diantha
That
has
being
6.
said,
Diantha is one of the only key trainers in the game to have 6 Pokemon.
Okay.
Elite Four
Okay.
only has 4, by the way.
I feel like the Dragon Elite Four should also have
the
6.
Elite Four. I feel like
Or
she's
5.
the weakest of the Elite Four in terms of like design. Like, I'll
She
give
does also
some
have 2
props
quad
to
weak to
the
ice.
Kalos League. The Kalos League, all of the gym leaders have really cool designs and
Yeah.
concepts, except Viola. Viola's kind of boring compared to the rest, but they're all pretty cool. But also the Elite Four is really, really strong. I love Siebold, Wilkstrom, and Malva. They all have really, really cool designs. Even Diantha's really cool.
Hmm.
I think that like the one good thing that this league has is really good designs.
Yeah.
That being said, their teams are awful, and it makes for a very easy game. But like,
Yeah.
cool designs.
Alright. I'm gonna go and put Brock, and maybe it's time to consider a different career. Brock is cool, don't get me wrong, but
Onyx.
one of the biggest issues that you have in most games is they like to start with a rock type as the first gym, because rock isn't, you know, it's an okay type,
It's actually a
If you
pretty
choose-
decent type.
but
Charming.
the issue with Brock compared to someone like Roxanne is he has 2 Pokemon that are quad weak to water and grass.
That thing,
Alright.
and also one of them is an Onyx.
So, like, these Pokemon are very easy to take down. It is painfully easy to take down Brock if you choose a Bulbasaur or a Venusaur, or a Bulbasaur or Squirtle.
Yeah.
You can,
He stands no chance. And even if you do
can you
pick
get an Oddish at
Charmander,
this point in the game?
I don't
I'm
remember.
pretty sure you can get an Oddish.
Yeah. But besides all that, even Eradicate can do pretty big numbers, because you can get Eradicate before this gym, and that can
Well-
do numbers against Onyx. Especially because it's got like,
Onyx has Bide, which honestly, this is the one time that Bide actually has some use, is because it has a ton of defense.
yeah, it's just
It just doesn't have a lot of
Brock is probably, you know, like, he's the first gym leader, so I can't hit him too hard, but the double quad weakness to 2 of the starters is kind of crazy.
In the show, he literally took a different career path.
Literally, yeah, in the show he did take it, so, yeah. Misty's unfortunate. I think, like, when I say unfortunate is...
I think she has a
I
fine
love the
team.
Star May. I love the Star May. It is really cool. She should have, like in the anime, had a Psyduck, or a Tentacool, or a Poliwhirl, or a Slowpoke.
Keep in mind this is Gen 1, I'm assuming you
Yeah,
were
or
talking
a
about.
Spheal, or a Krabby, or a Horsey, or a Gold. Basically, what I'm
She
saying
should
is
have had
someone-
a Horsey. A Horsey would have fit her, I
Okay.
feel like.
There are so many water types in Gen 1.
Staryu, and...
She couldn't have had just not a Staryu. She couldn't have just had like a
A
different
Seeking.
one. Yeah, literally anything that's not a water
To be fair,
psychic
Gen 1
or
just
Staryu,
has
but her
pretty
Staryu.
awful Pokemon and also bad mechanics. So
I know, but it's
especially-
still like, come on. It's just
Yeah.
like she's not the only gym leader that has it, but the issue is that water type is the most prevalent. So why does that happen? Like, I understand Koga to an extent, but well, it's just, I don't know. Of which I will give Lieutenant Surge a little bit more leeway because, well, I mean, he could have had an Electabuzz or a Jolteon.
First,
I
let's
think he
place
should
Misty.
have. Oh wait, I forgot to place Misty. I think she's in...
Derogatory. She had.
If she had anything other than just a Staryu, she would be
Yeah.
just a normal.
I will say, I like her team in Heart Gold Soul Silver.
That does not count. We're not counting that.
Okay, fine.
That is such a crazy thing because they actually get to have much more.
No,
fun
yeah,
than
because they're
way
much higher
later.
level, yeah.
Lieutenant Surge, I kind of
I-
feel the same way with the Pikachu. I think again it would have been cool.
Could have
to
been a
see,
Raichu, I'm just saying.
He does have a Raichu.
Oh, he does have
I-
Raichu?
it could
And
have
I
been
think
cool.
that's the best thing that he has on that
Yeah.
team, other than the
It would
fact
have
that
been
that
cool
Raichu
to
doesn't
see.
get quick attack.
It would have been cool to see a Magnemite or an Electabuzz. I think Electabuzz would have been really cool.
Electabuzz would have been great.
I think Electabuzz would have been cool. I think
Yeah. And
I also
Magnemite
feel
is
like-
very interesting at this
Yeah.
point because then it has
Also,
skills that
Lieutenant Surge is supposed to. Okay, here's the reason why I like Electabuzz. Like Magnemite doesn't make much sense. Lieutenant Surge is supposed to be like like a general.
He's an
right?
American.
He's a lieutenant.
He's a lieutenant. He fought. So Voltorb makes sense. It's a bomb. Raichu's
not
kind of like a
American.
bulky. Electabuzz definitely gives off the vibe that it would fight.
Also,
So-
I'm just saying, I know we're not counting it, okay? I'm not saying it to count, but he does have an Electabuzz in Heart Gold Soul Silver.
Exactly my point, and I feel like it fits.
I think they
in
may have felt that
I like his
it
Raichu, I like
might have
his
been too
concept,
good
I
of a
like-
Pokemon
Yeah.
for
I
being
think his
early.
design's a little boring, but his concept and for Gen 1 is really cool. and the Raichu's really cool. So I'd say he's cool.
Yeah.
Which we're not gonna see many of that because Gen 1
okay.
has pretty
Well, no.
mediocre.
No, I was okay. The reason why I'm gonna put him here is because I actually really like Erica's team. Like, okay, does she have 2 grass poison types? Yes, but
There's a lot of grass poison types
there's
in Gen 1.
in Gen 1. I do wish she had an Executor on her team, or
True.
I think that would have been really cool. But I really do respect the Vileplume and Victory Bell because those are actually pretty decently strong Pokemon,
Yeah.
especially at this point in the game.
The only problem is that they don't have actual poison moves.
Oh wait, they don't?
They have poison powder. It's just a status move. They
All right, well, she's
Exactly.
going down to mid. I haven't played the original Gen 1. I
No,
thought she
she-
did.
only has a single attacking move. Well, no, she does have Wrap, which is Wrap.
Okay.
And
I
then she
think
has
what
Razor
could've-
Leaf, which is
Razor
I
Leaf.
think, like, obviously
I don't know how
hindsight,
good it is in Gen
we have
1.
such a hindsight, but I think it would have been really cool if Erica, instead of having Victory Bell or Vileplume, if she had one of them, gave her an Executor, and then gave Koga the poison type he didn't have, because I'm sorry, but damn Koga, Koga. I know we were just
He did rethink his career path, to be fair.
he needs to rethink his career path. The fact
But he
the
went.
matter is, the fact that he only went up, it, like, hurts my soul, because, like, bro did not deserve that. Bro's team is so he does. It's hard because, like, we have to rank his daughter next, and it's hard because she has the benefit of more Pokemon. But damn, Koga, man, what the hell?
I mean, Koga has Muck's cool, Weezing's cool. Just coughing is kind of
Double coughing is just not it for me.
Well, I feel like he could have had a Tentacruel.
He could have had a Tentacruel. He could have had either one of the Victory Bell and Weep, or Victory Bell or Vileplume if Erica had a different grass type. It's just, he had more options.
Nidoking.
Oh my god, you're right. He could have had a Nidoking. Oh man, yeah, he needs
He
to
could have had a
consider-
Nidoking.
He needs to
Yeah.
consider a different
He
career.
Yeah.
7th
I-
gym? Or. No, 6th, right?
E6.
Okay.
No, he's 5th.
5th.
He's 5th.
I feel like
But I think
the 6th could
he's
have
5th,
a
but I'm
Nidoking.
pretty sure you can skip over him to go to Sabrina and then come back to him.
You can, but he's the 5th gym leader.
Yeah.
You're not. You have to go out of your way to do that. It makes it inconvenient for you to do so.
Yeah.
But you can.
Alright, Sabrina.
I think we
Right.
should.
I like her gym.
For Sabrina,
What?
I think you should rank Janine before.
Oh yeah, that's true, because she's also gym leader.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She is going into cool, I think, or amazing. I don't know. Which one do you think? Like, it's a bit. I can't put her. That's why they're the goat. The goat.
No.
Oh my god! Wait, she's the 5th
Yeah.
gym leader, and she has 5 Pokemon.
Well, okay. So, yeah, she has 5 Pokemon.
She does have the double Weezing, which is disappointing.
But
doesn't
she
even
has a
have the Mach.
Crobat, Gyarados, and a Venomoth. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think it would have been cool to see something other than a double Weezing, but I still think it's really
I
cool.
like the Crobat.
The Crobat is awesome. I love the Crobat. I think that's a hard carry for me.
Venomoth's a pretty underused Pokemon. She doesn't
Yeah.
have Sleep Powder for some reason.
Gyarados is pretty cool. I think she's like, she has the benefit of more Pokemon, but she just, you know what I mean? She actually uses that. She doesn't. It's not like her team is completely diverse or anything. She just has a better spread.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And I think in a lot of ways they were scared to reuse Pokemon from one gym leader to another, and they ultimately just kind of chose to not do that. Because like, when you look at the teams, like, that seems to be a lot of the problem. Because like, Sabrina has a Venomoth, which I assume is why they didn't give Koga the Venomoth.
Hmm.
Like, I'm not gonna hold them too harshly at the Gen 1s for not, like, if they use different types, because, like, I actually think it's really cool that Sabrina has a Venomoth instead of just like a Drowsy or a Hypno or an Executor. I think it's like I think
Well, I
it's
think
pretty
it would have
cool.
been cooler to have an Executor, but...
Well, I think it would have been cool to have an Executor instead of Kadabra, but
She's poisoned though, right?
Oh, right. Mr. Mime's just a pure Psychic type in this generation, so it's just, like,
yeah.
really not interesting at all.
So yeah, Dark type didn't exist yet, so you can't just sweep her with Dark types, which is decent. If you did get like a and
Ghost type?
Gengar,
Are not
Yeah.
effective. Psychic is immune to Ghost type in Gen 1.
yeah. Well, it's that is interesting. I didn't know that. But also, even if it wasn't, the Poison type is gonna
Like,
hold him back.
only weak to Bug.
Yeah. So you'd
And
have to
there
bring
aren't any
some
good
bugs.
bug
Yeah.
attacks.
No,
Just
so
leech
she
type,
does.
which is 20 base power.
So you know, I do respect that. She does kind of make the most of it. So I think I put Sabrina in cool.
She is the hardest gym leader, but just because Gen 1 mechanics are bad.
Yeah, but I mean, hey, she makes the most of what she has. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Alakazam was just...
I have
Ooh,
strong
how do you
feeling.
feel about Blaine?
I think Blaine is the first iteration of how do you. I will give Blaine the benefit of the doubt in the sheer fact that he has like no options. He only
It's
has
like Magmar.
the only thing he
and
could have done is
Ponyta.
bring a Charizard.
Hmm.
That is the only other play he could have had because in Gen 1 there is only pure fires except for Charizard and Moltres. He is just a product of he should not have been the last gym leader. Sabrina, I think, should have been the last gym
He
leader.
wasn't.
Or okay, he should have been the 7th gym leader. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say the last. He should not have been the 7th gym leader because he like he has no counter to water or rock or ground or any. He's just left to the whims because he has 4 pure fire types, 2 of which are not fully evolved. And it doesn't even bring a diverse team. Doesn't bring a Magmar, doesn't bring a Volpa, excuse me. He doesn't bring... Well, I'm gonna guess it's kind of... He should have brought a Vulpix, or a Ninetales at least, instead of a Ponyta and a Growlithe. Because he already brings Rapidash and Arcanine. There was enough to do something interesting, at least. He's just a product of what's there at the time, in my opinion. And I think that's unfortunate, but it is a major problem. It also doesn't make sense to me that the Fire-type trainer is on an island, surrounded by water.
Volcano.
Okay, but it's just, nah.
Yeah.
He should have, I don't know. It just, he is not it for me. And I think that holds him back significantly. Giovanni, I think, is pretty interesting. Just because, I mean, could he have had a slightly more diverse team? I guess.
By the
You know what
way,
I mean?
sorry.
the only- What?
I was going to mention the reason I'm not speaking too much on this is because I don't know the Gen 1 and Let's Go teams of theirs very well.
Yeah, no, it's
For
fine.
gems.
I think Giovanni makes the most of what he has. I mean, the only thing is, like, you know, maybe he doesn't have the Rhyhorn, but you know what I mean? Like, maybe.
I like the Kangaskhan. It's interesting. It's having a pure normal type. Kangaskhan looks like
Yeah.
it'd be a ground type,
Yeah.
but it's a normal type. Doesn't
So-
help that you can't really know that because fighting's effective against rock, and he has 2 rock types. But I don't know if there's
Yeah.
a single ground type other than Nidoking and Nidoqueen that aren't rock types.
I think, if I'm being honest, I think he does kind of fit the cool vibe.
He could have had a Marowak, which could
Yeah.
have been cool, but oh well.
Blue is very hard to rank, in my opinion, because He's a champion turned gym leader with a champion team. You know what I mean? He's the only gym leader that has a team as diverse as his. Because if we're going off
There's like Raihan. Raihan has a pretty diverse team.
Okay, that is fair.
But yes, no, Blue's team as
He's a
he has
champion
a very
team.
diverse team.
He has a champions team.
Mhm.
So it's a bit hard to rank it fairly compared to the other gym leaders. Like I want to take into like stride. Like it's hard. It's an amazing team. It covers pretty much everything. I mean, like, what else really is there to say? It's a fantastic team. I want to put him in cool because I feel like it's unfair that to put him in, like, amazing. Because, again, he's a champion turned gym leader with this spectacular team. So I think to rank him, like, higher than, like, Koga, for example's daughter, who actually makes the most out of a poison type, is not on the same level, you know what I mean?
When him as a gym leader, he also has a Mega Charizard.
What?
Blue's gym leader team?
No, he doesn't have a Mega. He doesn't have a Charizard in Crystal. Or...
He's not a gym leader in Crystal.
Yes, he is.
No, he isn't.
Yes, he is. In Gold and Silver and Crystal, he's the Verdian gym leader.
Yeah?
Yeah, he takes over for Giovanni when
Yeah.
Giovanni goes.
I was looking at let's go
Right.
Pikachu, let's go Eevee, because I'm gonna look at his
Okay, I don't think that's as fair because that's so like later on.
True.
Like I know it's not the same, but I don't know. I feel like they had 3 chances for I don't know, or 2. I don't know. It's just it ain't it for me. I don't think it's fair to rank that.
Fair.
All right, let's go. We're finally in my home turf.
Alright, Gen 4.
And 4.
Gen 4, let's go.
Rock type first gym leader again!
I'm gonna put him in mid derogatory because
Fair enough.
he's basically Brock, but he does have a Cranidos, which is actually kind of good.
Yeah.
But I can't, in good
I mean,
conscience, put him any higher than that
Okay.
because Cranidos is good for the first gym, but it is not a good Pokemon long term.
That's fair. He does use Granitas at the only point where it's actually kind of viable.
Yeah, and I think you gotta respect that. But he still does have 2 Pokemon that are quad weak, and it is actually like a kick in the nuts. It feels like to go back to the double Gen 1 gym team when there are so many Rock type Pokemon he could have chosen at this point in the game.
Honestly, I feel like
He could
maybe
have had a
from top,
Bonsly.
time
I
to
would-
reconsider.
No, because I respect it just because of the Cranidos. The Cranidos is the only reason why he's going to bottom of this category,
Okay.
and I think that's fair. All right, maybe a hot. Okay, this is the one I'm most passionate about because I know Gen 4
Virginia?
so well. Hold on, let me get the Platinum teams open so I can see the Platinum because I don't actually have Platinum open. Okay, here we go. And obviously not including the rematch teams because that's just like way bogus.
Right.
I really want to put her in amazing, but she has a Cherubi, so she's a cool.
Platinum, she has a Cherim, which is still not great, but
Yeah, I think she goes in cool. She has a Turtwig, which is pretty cool in my opinion. A Cherim and a Roserade. That's a cool team. She kind of got that aura right off the bat, having a fully evolved Roserade. Roserade is a good Pokemon.
Yeah.
Roserade's her only good Pokemon.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like it's hard to put her much higher than she is already.
I think it's nice though that she does have a Cherubi.
Yeah, so it's hard.
Put her below Giovanni.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Now this one hurts. Okay, we're gonna go off. Okay, we'll get back to it. We'll get back to it. All right. Veilstone. I mean, I think it's a cool team. Fighting Psychic, Fighting Steel. Also, this hurts because their rematch teams are pretty much all insane. Every single one of these, but like obviously we're not counting it, obviously. But I want to put her in cool as well because
I remember Lucaria's cool.
She.
Who else does she have?
Okay.
Meditite
Chokes. Meh. Isn't Machamp just a trade?
The champ.
Yeah,
Trade
it's a
evolution,
trade
yeah.
away.
So you could easily have gotten to Machamp.
But
I
as
guess,
the
yeah.
third gym leader, Machamp.
She's the fourth. She's
Fourth?
The fourth. Well, yeah, okay. In Diamond and Pearl, she's the third. But yeah, I do agree. I think like that's why she's just in cool, but not much further. I may be biased. Crasher Wake is going amazing.
He's
First
pretty.
one in a
I
while.
like his gym a lot.
Dude has aura,
He has a cool.
And dude
team.
also, if he could swap, okay. Gyarados, Water Flying, and Water Ground is one of the craziest water pairings because they cover each other so incredibly well. And Floatzel's a really strong Pokemon. I think it's very underrated. So I think he is just he's a fun guy who partakes in the story and does things. He's cool. I respect it.
Look in the chat.
Yeah.
Look at this guy's aura.
Yeah. Even in the chibi form, he is a menace.
I think the chibi form did him so dirty.
It did.
Wait, is that his actual?
That's his.
I thought that was just like a fan joke
Crash's
thing.
model in BDSP.
I thought that was like a joke.
Nope, that's his actual
Oh my
official model
god.
in BDSP.
Bro, it's so goofy. Why is it so goofy? What is that?
That's Crusher Wick.
Bro.
This one hurts my soul a lot
It looks like you just put
because
some rubber bands on him, bro.
I have a very negative opinion of Crash Wick just because this is the first iteration of Crash Wick I've seen. And I feel bad just like having a negative opinion based on that alone, but like it's not great.
The only reason I'm not fighting Amazing Fire is because I love his gym. His gym design, the way to get from his puzzle, I love it.
Alright. This one hurts me a lot.
Olympia? Or not Olympia,
Fantina.
yeah.
Because, okay, first of all, they should have made Fantina and Olympia very clearly related because they give off similar energy.
No,
But, and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fantina is French. But here's the part that hurts. Platinum did her so dirty.
Also, bring up her
They
team.
made her from the fifth gym leader to the third gym leader, so her Gengar is now a Haunter, and her
Oh.
Drifloon is a Duskull.
Wait, they didn't even give her a Drifloon?
Nope. I mean,
Her
okay,
dress has a Drifloon on it.
I know, which is one of the reasons I said they did her so
Yeah.
dirty in
Okay,
Platinum.
just based on her Diamond and Pearl team.
Yeah, I feel like that's the, like, we gotta base her off her best team, because we always do that. We base it off their best team, alright?
Yeah.
I think she goes,
I was
like,
gonna say Amazing Fire.
let's go. Okay, good. I was gonna put her up here. She's my favorite
I love
leader.
Drifloon. I love Miss Magius. These are cool
Oh.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Wait, she has a Miss
Gengar has
Magius?
a cool typing.
Okay.
I
I'm
think-
sorry.
Okay, above Wallace.
Okay, we gotta.
Oh
we gotta
my
rework
god,
this
what
tier.
the hell?
We gotta rework
Well,
this tier.
Sophic-
Hold on. Okay, fine.
Above
Hey, we'll come back. We'll
Sophicles?
come back to it.
Above
We'll come back
Astro?
to it.
Oh, what the hell?
Okay, we gotta come back to it. So this tier is kind of okay. All right, Abby, calm down. We'll come back. Alright,
But about the fairy type.
We are gonna come back to it and sort it then, Abby. Alright.
Oh my
The only
god.
gym leader in this generation that I can't with. Like,
I'm
nah.
never sure about this guy. I'm never sure about this guy.
I don't like him.
Bro, you cannot be the 6th gym leader.
I see him with a girder, okay? I'm sorry. That's...
He can't.
He gives off
He's
bad.
bad. He is... Like, his best
He could
play...
have like a.
His best play is like a mirror shot, I believe, on Bashed It On. That's
He-
all he's got.
He
That's
gives
all
off
he's got.
girder vibes, okay? I'm just saying.
Alright, like...
If Girder were a human, that is what Girder would look like.
He does the steel type so
Also,
dirty and so injustice.
the two quad weaknesses to ground, awesome. Would love to see it.
Yeah. He...
And his other Pokemon's a Steelix, which is just not a very good.
Yeah. He does the steel type so dirty. He's probably one of the worst steel trainers that there are. And that's just genuinely upsetting.
I'd say it's time to reconsider for this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, you already put him there. You already put him there. Yep.
Yeah, like, okay, I'm noticing a pattern. Spiky hairs. Like, look at that. But nah,
Yeah. You have
Probably
spiky
Sophocles,
But, like,
Scally,
like, I
Jowle's
mean,
got spiky hair.
Blue,
okay, I just,
Tennisser.
no, I'm just saying, it's kind of funny, but nah, he's pretty bad.
He's quite bad.
Ice
The
Gem?
other is boring.
Also, speaking about what I was saying earlier before with ice gym leaders not always doing, I mean,
She's cool. I like her gem.
she is a Swine, alright?
Yeah.
Does she have major problems with fire types? Yes. Is she the last gym leader? No. Does she have at least a counter to fire types? Yes.
What's the counter? Oh, Mammoth. Oh.
Swine.
That
Oh,
being
fun, yeah.
said,
Oh, I thought she had a Mammoth one,
was
not
she in the
Pilot
meta
Swine.
gym?
Okay, here's the interesting thing. Gen 4 was very weird because it didn't introduce a lot of Pokemon, so a lot of gym leaders had to kind of compromise.
Yeah.
So a lot of the gym leaders just kind of have Pokemon they
I
like,
do like her platinum
Yeah.
team though, because
and
I
same
was
with
gonna
the
say
Elite Four.
she's kind of weak to fighting, but Frostless is a ghost type,
Yeah.
so that's
So, you know, accounting for the Medicham and the Paloswine, I think she's pretty cool. I think she, mostly
think-
focusing on her actual pure Ice team, or her Ice team only in Platinum, I think she does Ice type a little bit more justice.
I think
would
she-
still love to see a gym leader that actually brings like a team that doesn't just get demolished, like a Frostlass, Mamoswine, and a Lapras go kind of hard together.
I think
but-
she fits the role of 7.
Yeah. Ah man, this one's just yeah.
Faulkner.
Okay, hear me out, right? Faulkner's team in Diamond and Pearl is one of the most peculiar teams I've ever seen.
Wait a
Raichu,
minute.
Ambipom, Octillery, Luxray.
Shockwave Ambipom? I'm at a loss of words for
His okay. The hard part about his team is it's an awesome team. Gym in Platinum. Jolteon, Raichu, Luxray, Electivire. But what is Bro gonna do against a ground type? He has the sole weakness to electric has nothing. He doesn't have a levitate, electric type, he doesn't have any. He has 4
He has-
pure electrics.
He has Ice Thing on Luxray for coverage. That's it.
That's his sole thing. I think it would have been cool to give him like a Rotom, one of the Rotom forms with like levitate or something. You know what I mean?
Rotom in this generation always ghost type.
Yeah, but he still could have had like Rotom Heat or something that could have had like a fire move, or a Rotom Wash would have been
The
a
Rotom Wash is probably the.
Yeah.
Actually, Rotom. I feel like the best version of Rotom in this generation is Rotom, Refrigerator.
So yes, any of those would have been kind of crazy because he would have had levitate, ghost type, and could have a special move to deal with, you know, other Pokemon. So I think in that way he's kind of just. Also, Lantern would have made so much sense for his team, and it does because they do give him one in the next one. I think you swap out like Raichu for Lantern, and it's a bit better. It's just it hurts him being the last gym leader. I don't know. I want to put him in Meg. Like he's got a really cool team, but with nothing to balance to counter any of that. He is a sitting duck. Also, I want to take this time to quickly give a shout out to Elite Four member Flint, the Fire type one, who was a Rapidash, Infernape, a Steelix, Lopunny, Driftbloom.
Yeah, that's a pretty good.
Gen 4 has no Fire types, and he pretty much made use of 2 of the only 3, apart from Heatran. So we're not going to count Heatran. Bringing a Steelix, Lopunny, and Driftbloom, that's aura for being a Fire type trainer. Let's say that is aura. Especially because most of the gym leaders before him actually brought Pokemon from previous generations, and he just didn't. Also, mad respect to Aron for bringing a Drapion for his bug team. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. Drapion is such a great Pokemon that's got really good counters to a lot of the Pokemon that bug are weak to, and it's not a bug type, but Drapion is based on a bug. We need to see more of that with the Elite Four members. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I like Lucian's team. It's got Girafarig, which is immune to Psych or Ghost. It's got Medicham.
Yeah, they kind of did Girafarig. They did Lucian a little dirty in the remake. Same with in Platinum. They removed his like 1 counter to Ghost Pokemon. So that kind of
But they took away his Girafarig.
Yeah, they took away his Girafarig for a Gallade. It's powerful, yeah, but like I feel like you should have taken away.
It's walled by Ghost types even more.
Yeah. They took it away.
There's not a single.
And they also took away the Medicham for an Espeon, so it's like what? They made him worse. I mean, like I get what they did with Flint. They actually gave Flint Fire Pokemon. They actually gave him a Houndoom, a Rapidash, Infernape, Magmortar. So they gave him actually all 3 Fire types of the generation that are obtainable. His team makes a lot more sense, but like still, like damn. Anyways, Gen 5. Gen 5 is interesting.
I like what they did with the first gem.
I think Gen 5 has the most gym leaders of any generation.
No, it does.
Yeah.
So first up, all of them are going into Amazing.
Yeah.
Because they so easily could have made you face the one you were good against, but they made you go against the one you're bad against. And if you go around the game for the first time not knowing about the free Pampor, Simisear, or Pansage,
it's actually it's pretty
actually
tough.
kind of tough.
No,
They're tough to deal with.
I should.
Because like you're not always talking to every NPC.
Yeah.
When you play it for the first time and you're older, you learn. But when you're younger, this was my 2nd generation of Pokemon. I wasn't going around yapping to every single person I saw.
I didn't even know about the Sage Pour Seer gift.
Yeah. So I think they're actually really good, and they make it challenging because you don't really get any counters to them early on either. So it's not even like, oh yeah, you're just gonna you have access to a rock, a fire, a grass. That's really so. They actually are interesting and tough gym leaders if you're not prepared, which most people I feel like are not if they don't talk to it. So that's cool. Lillipup is interesting. I never understood the Lillipup, especially because the next gym leader has a herder.
The Mutant Knight.
Yeah.
I just always felt that was a weird thing. I feel like they could have given him just some other Gen 5 Pokemon.
I think the gimmick was more so
I'm looking.
work up though.
Her gym leader.
Actually,
she doesn't have a Lillipup. She has a herder.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Herdier. I feel like that's what I meant to say.
And Watchog. I guess she only has access to the normal types in.
I feel like
I think
it's might.
Oh,
Minichu.
I don't think there's that many good normal types. I guess there's Bouffalant.
I think Bouffalant would have been a little too crazy for the first gym. That's why I feel like
No,
I feel like
second gym.
No, oh no, I mean, I guess you could have given. I still don't. Okay, I don't think it fits Lenora. I'm talking about like for gym number 1. I think they could have given them like a Minccino.
Oh,
It-
the
It feels a little bit, or even Bedove, just because those two feel like they fit a little bit better for like the restaurant vibe. Like Bedove could find the ingredients, or Minccino, they fit a bit better than Lilliput. Okay, but I do like Lenora's team
Maybe
because
even like, what's an early route like electric? I think Emolga would be too crazy. Just
Emo-
early on.
Amoka would have been, yeah, that would have been too crazy. I don't
Mocha's
know.
Later.
Doesn't Lisa or whatever
But,
her face is
Okay,
utilize
okay, here's the
Emolga?
thing. The benefit, I
I
think,
think so.
I think Emolga, I think an electric type would be unfair. What I like about them having a normal type is it doesn't give them any more of an advantage than they already have.
Yeah. Because it
You think
already
of an
springs
Emolga?
onto the type
Yeah.
advantage against your starter, so
'Cause, like,
them having a
Emolga-
normal is, I think,
Emolga
fair.
then becomes super effective against the both grass and water starter, technically. So it's like, it encourages the fire starter a little bit more. And I think that's just not necessary. I like the normal type because it's neutral
Yeah.
in that regard. That's why, but I was just saying, I still feel like Minccino or Bedove make the tiniest
tried to
bit
find
more
it.
sense, but whatever. It's not that big. I still think they're great because they choose the Pokemon you're weak against. Lenora, I want to put in cool, just because her Pokemon fit her pretty well, I feel. Also, I respect this generation as hell because they actually chose new Pokemon for their teams.
Going back
And-
to
I
not
feel
just
like
rating
Lenora
based.
could definitely utilize like Audino or Buffalon.
Yeah, I feel like Buffalon's still too good for the second gym, but
No,
Audino would have
Buffalon
made
is
sense.
still
I think
good.
Buffalon around where Clay is would be.
Yeah,
Buffalon that late in?
Buffalon's
yeah, I feel like she
Goofy,
I've always thought
yeah.
of Buffalon as being a pretty mediocre Pokemon.
She could have had an Audino. I think it would have made sense. I do really like the
You know
Pokemon
how
though.
tanky Buffalon is.
Not really.
Early game.
Yeah, Buffalon is. That's why I'm like hesitant because I think it's too powerful for a second gym leader.
No,
It would have been very similar to the Miltank example, but at least Miltank.
yeah, it has
is a very good
110 attack, 95 HP.
But I think she's cool. I mean, I think her Pokemon fit the
490
vibe
base.
of the quiet library herder's a very like respectable, more
Yeah.
chill Pokemon, and Watchog. You know, Watchog
I think
gives me
Watchog
mad.
fits her really well. I'm
Yeah,
not sure about
She gives off the librarian vibe, making sure everyone's being quiet. And
Oh,
puts
should we
stuff up for well.
rank Charon next, or are we gonna go all black one?
I think we go black
And then
first,
black.
and then we go back.
Good, really quickly though, I do like how Gen 5 did the involvement of most of the gym leaders with the story. Or a lot of the gym
Yeah.
leaders with story. Like, we're not to her yet, but Skyla, she flies you out in Black 2 and White 2 to the desert. And Pokemon Black and White, I know you guys kept saying her name, but I keep forgetting it. Normal type here, we just ranked.
Lenora.
Nora?
Yeah, she helps you find Team Plasma, who stole the head of the fossil. Things like that.
I have one issue. Wait, we're not there yet. Never mind. Sorry. Berg. I think
He's
Berg is cool.
cool.
I like his
He's cool.
Pokemon. Bug Rock is a really fun one to
Lee
have.
Manny had a good theme for it.
I love his Black 2 White 2 gym. And also how vastly different it
So-
is from his Black and White, but also...
It's hard. Okay. He is actually. Never mind.
I like him
Okay.
a lot.
I like his first gym better than Black White 2 because I respect him having a Whirlipede instead of just a Swabloon. I think he also goes into cool. I think
Yeah.
he's
I'm not
fun
sure
too.
about him stealing
Whirlipede,
Wallace's style, but
Whirlipede, Dwebble, and then a Leavanny? I really
I
like
think
that.
that's pretty cool. Alright. I have a little bit of beef with Elisa.
Really.
Alright, now
Do
listen
we-
to me,
is it the
right?
double Emolga
Even
or?
the Emolgas.
It is the double Emolga, and it does not get remedied in Black and White 2 because it defeats the point of
Oh.
using primarily the new Pokemon.
Can
If
I
you
also
want-
put another hate on her two Amogas?
What?
Fuck her double teams. And
Okay.
double team.
My main issue with that is Gen 5 had a plethora of cool electric types to choose from. Well, okay. She had 3 other options. She could have had a Joltik. She could have
she
had an
does.
Electrike. I think Electrike.
She has
would
a
have been
Joltik in
awesome.
challenge mode of Black
That
2.
doesn't count. We don't
Doesn't
count.
count?
We don't
Okay.
count.
Okay.
Stunfisk?
Was she?
I don't feel like Stunfisk
Should
would
I
have
kick
worked for
Angela?
her.
No.
No. Okay, I really feel like Electrike and Electros would have fit her team perfectly because, like, I get it. She's trying to be more like majestic.
Didn't the
with her
Subway
teams, a little bit more
bosses, though,
elegant.
have
don't
Electros?
I don't care. Electrike and Electros would have fit her team very well and would have been cool. I'm a little bit more leaning towards the Joltik and Garvantula because she already has the flying type Pokemon. If you swap out one of the Emolgas, she doesn't need to have 2 immunities to ground. So I feel like Joltik or Garvantula would have been cool to have, like, would they have made her team better? Probably not, but it would have been a little cooler than having the double Emolga. But
Are we gonna count her for Black and White 2? Because she doesn't have a Black and White 2 profile.
what?
Huh?
She's also in Black and White 2.
Yeah.
She's the black and white.
She has a
Yeah.
Joltik and
One of her
Flaffy, I'm
Emolgas.
pretty sure.
She has a Flaffy instead, which
Oh, yeah,
again,
no,
I
Like,
feel like-
honestly, is
Okay.
worse. But
yeah, I don't want to rank their Gen 5 team, like their teams in Black and White 2 as much, just because a lot of them just kind of start bringing in previous Pokemon, which I
yeah.
kind of feel like makes them worse because it's a lot cool. Like some of them it makes worse, some of them it makes it better, but I don't think it
Yeah.
makes her better.
Some of the Gen 5 Pokemon aren't that great, but
Yeah, we
she
get
uses
to them
some of the
more.
better ones.
And the large sprite, right? No ice? Oh, yeah.
Actually, I kind of want to do a Black White 2 Nuzlocke again.
So, Driftveil's Clay, I think, is pretty cool. I mean, Water Ground, Ground Dark, Ground Steel. It's hard to, it's a good team, I feel like.
Yeah.
It's coverage for the water, the ice, and the grass with Excadrill.
I wish he was just a little higher levels that he could get Seismitoad. Put him a little later.
There. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It would have.
But
missed
It makes
out on-
yeah, I understand why.
His gym was cool though.
I don't want to say I'm biased, but I feel like Gen 5 overall had like some really like a lot. Like it's hard to have any issues with most of the Gen 5 gyms.
I agree with you.
When I say most, I got
There's a
beef with
couple I
one.
don't like,
I
but
got big beef with one of them.
Iris.
I got big
Woman.
beef with one of them as well.
Um,
Woman before.
We're not counting Iris from the anime, right?
No,
Okay.
No.
So she's not an annoying little girl, right?
no.
Iris is
Okay.
still kind of annoying
Not really. Not in the
in
game.
like the actual game. Not as annoying. Not nearly. as
Oh.
annoying, but still kind of annoying.
Hmm?
So, Skyla, I think, also has a really fun and interesting team. This is the first of them where I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
just keep this up.
Skarmory is probably better on her team than Unpheasant. Because
Yeah.
Unpheasant doesn't really provide much, while Skarmory does. So she's one of the first ones that actually I'm okay with. And then same with I'll say I'm okay with Drayden getting it. I still think having a Flygon instead of a Haxor or Fracture is really cool. So
Wait, what do you mean?
I want to put her in. I don't want to put her in amazing because I think the biggest downfall of this generation is just the 3 Pokemon. It holds
Yeah.
them back a lot. Like once you get to
Yeah.
like the 6th, 7th, and 8th.
You expect them to have like 4 or maybe even 5.
Yeah, she's the 6th gym leader with only 3 Pokemon. It's the same problem as Gen 3. Not Gen 3, Gen 6. It's just kind of.
I do like though that again. I know we're not including it, but that challenge mode of Black 2, White 2 kind of improved on that.
This is
But-
one of the
Still,
victims of
Well, you have to
the
beat the entire game to unlock challenge mode.
yeah.
They had to
Bryce.
be there twice.
Yeah.
You have to beat normal and easy mode to get challenge mode.
And
It's-
easy? I thought it was just
No.
normal.
Because
You have
isn't
to-
it
you have to
dependent
beat
on
the
the
no-
version
no.
of the game that you have?
You have
If you beat normal mode and like
you have to
Black 2,
beat
you get into it.
normal. You have to beat normal mode and then have a friend beat it if you're not on the right copy. If you're on like one of them gives you easy mode, one of them gives you challenge mode. And if you're on the copy that gives you easy mode, your friend has to beat the other one, so then they can send you challenge mode. So
It's a cool
But again,
quirk,
that's
but
not a thing
I'm
to-
not the largest fan.
Yeah, no, challenge mode, I like the idea of it. It's just like, uh,
I don't think that's a fair way to rate them because most like
implemented
let's be
so
real here.
badly.
It's implemented so badly most people never played it.
Yeah.
And I don't think
You
it's
don't
fair
say,
to
oh, let me do the warp turn
But
game too.
they have
Don't do
No,
that.
pretty
we're not
good
talking about
teams,
that.
so,
We're talking
but,
about
Oh yeah,
raw.
the Pokemon World's tournament,
Yeah,
there's some
story
really cool
progression.
teams there. But like anything after that, I guess Gen 7 brought a lot of the gym leaders back, but like meh.
Alright. So okay.
Great.
No discussion, no debate. Bryson
Great.
goes into how do you no.
Yep.
Bryson, you see the
I
issue.
hate this guy.
Bryson is worse than the 8th gym leader, which is okay because he's the 7th gym leader, but he's one of the victims of this generation. He's a victim of the only having one type, and he never gets a second chance because he gets cut for the next game.
Can we
and-
count Irises too? Because they're both the exact same thing.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm counting Iris. If Iris in black and white, and Drayden in black and white too. I think Iris has to. Iris.
Well,
kinda
Irish
has...
only in white.
Okay, but what I'm trying to say is Drayden and Iris have the exact same team. I want to put Iris in mid derogatory because it's 3 dragon types. It's gonna be strong, but it's again just 3 Pokemon. Yeah, they don't really have any other options. I mean, I think they should have used the pseudo, even if
Could
they
have
did.
used like Zweilous.
Yeah, they should have. That's the thing that holds it back the most, because they simply didn't. They instead chose to go with another fracture. Zweilous would have been fine. Would have been cool, but they chose not to, and I think that holds them back immensely.
I mean, there's also the problem with like they're all pure dragon.
Yeah, that's why I'm really like,
There's only pure dragons,
yeah.
except for Zweilous.
And
Ooh.
Drayden, I'm gonna put in
Five
gonna put
stars.
in mid. because, well, he does get a Flygon, which is no longer pure dragon. He now has a quad weakness to ice. So if you were planning on using ice to sweep, well, now it's just got a little bit easier. But at least he has Flygon, which adds a little bit more coverage to other things.
Yeah,
And again-
he really needs to defend against electric types because dragons struggle against electric types. Yeah, no, it's
But
not
yeah,
fantastic.
it's not fantastic, but it's at least he has something unique.
I mean, I'll give him props for his designs. I like his design a little bit, but honestly, he's not making it a mid. I'd say he's high mid, but he's not
Yeah.
getting past it. Because
Charon.
his team's kind of meh.
I'm sorry, Charon. I am so sorry. But
Yeah,
you were just-
I like Sharon as a character in black and white, but like in black and white too, doesn't really do anything.
Charon is done so dirty. He is just.
the team's not great.
His team is quite literally just Lenora's, but worse. And he replaces the really cool gym leaders, which we already put in amazing. So he's kind of done dirty in that regard.
Yeah.
In terms of Roxy, I like
I think
Roxy.
She's pretty cool.
I think she's cool.
What does she have? Like a Garbodor?
No, she just has coughing and Whirlipede, which is part of the reason why I
never
think
mind.
Berg doesn't have it. I think they could have made her team more interesting. Like, well, I think they could have made her team a lot more interesting. They could have given her like
Hello,
a
Alan.
Lucas or a Trubbish or
I,
a Garbodor. But they
We've been
chose
doing
not
this for a
to,
while. Okay,
so I
I'm
feel
low
like
on
you can't
energy
almost
now.
compare.
Garbodor
Sorry.
should have, like a Trubbish.
They're.
Still, like there were other.
Sorry if I'm eating my
prototypes
mic.
they could have
They're
made.
I think I like her design. I think
Mostly it's
her concept's cool. I just
Champ and
Pokemon
Forgotten
are great.
ranking.
Yeah.
Fawn's kind of out of it now. I'm
But
kind
now
of
we're
out
gonna
of it
take a
now.
major pivot to
Rockets.
one of the craziest
Rocket and
gym
Goodnight
pivots
aren't
they
really
actually had. They
talking too much
replaced
either.
Bryce With,
Yeah,
Mario.
I'm tired. I'm kind of out of it.
I'm sorry, but he's
Actually
doing an
kinda
amazing.
good.
It's been an hour 45.
Do something about the water trainers. What can
Yeah.
I say?
Water has like some
I've had a
really
few
nice,
qualms, but
uh,
when did you
trainers.
start streaming
Water
generally?
has some of the best, like,
I think like
I feel like Water has the best
6
personality.
years ago, I think.
All
I
of
don't
the
know.
water trainers are
we haven't even.
Then I
gotten
started
into,
out with like primarily
so far, all the
Minecraft,
water
and then I think
trainers,
I
all of
did a
them are
bit of
amazing.
Pokemon here and there, and now now I just do variety.
Yeah,
I do
we're
Fun
bit of
fact, that's
Pokemon,
what
bit
I'm
of
saying.
Call of Duty,
Yep.
Except for Misty.
some
She's not a water trainer. She's a mist trainer, guys.
a myth.
Ah.
Yep.
Yeah.
some Star Rail,
Yeah,
just
apart from Misty,
generally
a lot of them
a
are-
variety.
But I mean, what a team! Like, is it the greatest
time,
team that
impressive.
has ever graced the face
Yeah,
of the earth? No, but is it a cool team? Yeah. Does it have a
The way
couple
I
of
see it in my
types?
mind,
No.
say
Does it have
an
a
hour
quad
for a
weakness
solid
grass?
stream,
Yes. Does it
half
have
an
a
hour
counter?
for a thumbnail,
Two.
maybe an
Okay,
hour for a
no,
thumbnail.
But he has a lot of aura.
Are you also on Twitch? I do have a
Yeah,
Twitch channel, but I
Yeah.
I don't know why. I just prefer
Yeah,
YouTube
you know
for
what?
streaming.
Maybe we don't move
Rock-
amazing.
Just personal
No,
preference.
I like Marlon.
So I don't do
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Oh, love, I
but,
need to
like,
speak
okay,
on this.
I'm starting to realize that there's a problem.
Uh-huh.
He's as the 8th gym leader, he has a duty to have at least a counter to grass and or electric, which he does not. And
Okay, you can take it into cool.
It's
I
the
think-
due middle of cool, okay, at least.
yeah, I think
Because he's
I
a
like
cool
his
gym
design.
leader overall, but
But
he's a cool gym leader overall.
Yeah,
But also the quad weakness hurts his case a
Yeah,
lot more than
yeah.
making the cool aura of it. He really suffers from not having. Like,
primarily
like, a
it's
Swampert
Star
or,
Rail,
like,
Honkai Star Rail.
Polo, for
I'm
example,
planning on maybe later today
But-
or tomorrow
or even like a
playing
full
Pokemon
season
Soul
with,
Silver as my quote-unquote hobby lock. I beat the Pokemon League.
But yeah,
So it's
again, the
Kanto.
biggest hurdle to Gen
and then
5
Red.
is the fact that they only have 3
And then, yeah.
Pokemon. Same, it's just it hurts. It hurts because they get a lot easier to deal with. without
That's the
that.
plan. I'm never sure
Alrighty,
how things will
let's
turn out
go.
for
The last
based on how
generation
I'm
I have
feeling.
Any sort of knowledge on.
I try to get in 3 streams a week.
Because I
Milo's got aura.
He's
He's just a
He
cool
does have
dude.
aura.
I'm not sure about
He just
many of
shows up.
these.
He's just a giant guy. And he's like, hey.
He's a giant baby.
see. Okay, my biggest.
Shoot, you
issue
don't gotta
with
ask.
Milo, my biggest issue with him is he's
Go
the
for it.
highest level first trainer, and he does not respect that at all.
I don't like that he only has the Eldegoss line.
Yeah, like he's the highest one. He could have brought some interesting Pokemon to the mix.
Also,
But
like, I don't know
he
why they
didn't.
didn't give him. What did they give him in the
His
the tournament?
his
As
rematch
the
team.
Gigantamax. Flapple.
Yeah, Flap. Okay,
I think Flapple was
really
a fine thing to
I
give.
think he really should have brought that Shriftry or the Flapple early on. That would have been really interesting, but he didn't. He's level 19 and
You also
20.
get Ludicolo, which is cool.
Yeah. It hurts. I gotta put him
Yeah.
in mid. Just because
Alright,
he's
that's pretty cool.
He does good, but he squanders his opportunity so
I
hard.
think-
Also, I feel Gen
If
8.
Olivia's in mid and Morty's in mid, I'm okay with him being in mid because
I-
he's in good company. Mid's not actually that bad.
Oh.
Yeah, well, 'cause
There's
it's
a lot
not
of
mid
good people
for
that I
Avatar.
like in mid.
So here's.
I was
my
gonna
biggest
say
issue with-
something
okay, my biggest issue.
completely
Gen 8
unrelated to
was an
anything, but
Incredibly easy generation.
Oh.
I felt. I feel like it had the same issues of Gen 6 in difficulty. That it was
Can I
just.
show you some work
I literally
samples
played through the
on
game with pretty
Discord
much
account?
just 4 Pokemon.
And
Because I
to be
never
honest,
needed
I'm
to cross
fine.
that.
I
respect
got a
that they didn't
friend
baby out with just 3 Pokemon,
who's...
but they did cap
I
out
mean,
at
yeah.
4. So not all too
What's
much better,
cooking?
but
We're
it's
doing a
only one
Pokemon
I
gym
think
leader
Marty's
tier
Gen
list.
7.
I'm completely
I
out
do
of it.
Definitely
Okay.
better than Gen 6.
I'm
I
letting
think it's hard. I think it's hard.
I'm letting these two
Harder than
talk.
Gen 6, I would 100%
Forgotten
say
and
I
our
should
good
get
buddy
Dynamax
Champ.
Pokemon. Harder than Gen 7 is hard to say.
Now we're
because
to Gen 7 and
Yeah,
8.
Yeah,
I
the
know the
Pokemon
least
very
amount,
differently,
so
and
I'm just being
Charisma is,
kind of
like,
quiet.
Way harder than Eternatus.
Ranking
No.
everything.
Eternatus
Mostly their teams now.
Eternatus
It
is
initially
not a
was
fight.
just
Eternatus-
like
That's, like,
them
the one
overall,
thing
the
that I'm, like,
character, their
Eternatus is
teams,
not
their
a
gym.
That one.
It is
Now
a
it's
cutscene that
devolved to
you
kind of
can
just
see
their
and-
teams, which I'm not the largest fan of,
It would have
because
been a very
talking
different-
about
but
gyms,
it would have also been a different story
like,
if the dogs didn't just do
ever
everything and Eternatus
say,
only tried to hop.
I don't
But
think he's
Eternatus
actually
is
down
not a
here,
battle,
he's up
it's just a
here.
cutscene.
But
It's literally
there's
cutscene
a
you have to
Gen
keep pressing
5, hold on.
Alright.
Gen 5, there's a bug type gym leader. I love his character. I love his involvement with the plot. I honestly, there's a tier above, which is Goat. I don't think we've put anyone in there yet. I feel like he would be one to go in there. Just cause I love everything about him. Also like talking about designs. That's initially what it was. And then it just evolved kind of into Pokemon teams. They're enjoying it seems like, so I don't really want to rain on their parade. But yeah. Both of them are cooking, yeah. I don't know what they're cooking, but they're in fact cooking. Yeah. Let me bring it back though. I just wanted to speak clearly. Try to speak clearly. I know I don't speak clearly a lot, but yeah.
Or even like Toxapex or something. Just give her something that's not weak to grass, and I think she would have been a lot better. So I think I'll put her in cool, because again, you gotta respect the Dreadnought.
Her
Damn.
her hair game, wild.
She
hair's
she has really nice hair. It's not just
I
kind
don't know
of
what she's doing with those lifesaver shoes though. Those
I
are
mean,
whack.
seeing this just reminds me of how we need a proper fire gym leader. One that's actually cool. Because Kuba is, again, not it. Kuba is the same
No,
category as...
alright. He just shows up in the tunnels just like with his car call. He just beats up guys easily.
He needs to have the Carkol in his team. The fact that he doesn't is actually a crime.
I wish he had that Carkol, because he was training up the Carkol. You see a gym leader actually, like, training up a Pokemon. But, like, he has Arcanine and Ninetales, which, like, I feel... It's not even, like, Sunny...
I also want to say, I have bias on a lot
I'm
of
actually gonna rank
these.
him in
Like
mid because of
Whitney,
that.
I'd put in
Nessa
mid
gets the
derogatory
excuse that
just
he's
because I don't
lower
like
levels
her.
Earlier, but
And,
he
like,
doesn't have an excuse. He
her,
is
I'd probably
major
put her
weaknesses to rock. I'm
quite
pretty sure
up.
You could already get a Carkol before that, so they're already screwed. You can sweep.
I'd probably also put
He should have had his
her
own because,
quite
like,
up,
Yes, would it
like
have been
here.
another?
He would have given...
Skyla up.
Yeah.
Jasmine,
it's
I
still,
think
like,
her name is.
he
I'd
needs
put
to have
also up
something
just
on
because
that
I like
team
her
that isn't
involvement
just-
with
like,
the
there's no
lighthouse,
coverage.
that whole
There's
thing.
nothing to help this
There's not
team.
really-
She was in her Ghost Silver. I'm not sure if you were there for it or not, but when we were there's a lighthouse, there's an Ampharos. It wasn't feeling good,
Oh.
so it couldn't light up the
Yeah.
lighthouse.
There's
So
not really
basically,
good
we had to
coverage
go
with
to
water
the
or fire types.
island
That's the
where
problem with fire types.
there was another gym leader.
Like,
Yeah.
We could fight him or
In Gen 8,
just
there's
grab the
nothing
medicine, go
for it.
back, and then
Yeah,
fight her, and
there
then go
really
back,
isn't
fight
much he could
him.
have done, and that
Yeah.
does stink. And I think, you know what, fair point.
Vice isn't necessary to be. Well, this is
know.
entirely
The rock
opinionated. We're not.
He could have at least
The way-
bought something.
It was
you know what I
initially
mean? That wasn't-
subjective. With like, oh yeah, we like how unique it is. We like their situation, their gym. Now it's
Yeah.
it's
I'm
turned
also
into more
upset that he brings
subjective
two
basis.
Gen 1
Turned
Pokemon.
more into
Like,
just
come on.
talking about their teams, and I'm.
Come on,
eh.
there's so many fire tips. You have to bring 2 Gen 1 Pokemon.
That's why I've been silent for
He's
such a
going
long
that
time.
mid-
There's so
category.
many cool ones.
He's going
Fire
actually
types
below
in
Milo.
Gen 8
He's
like-
going below.
Yeah.
Milo.
Yeah. I like Kabu. He's got aura. He's a cool dude. His team's disappointing. He's the first Gigantamax, and Centiskorch is a really cool Gigantamax, to be fair.
Bia is going in.
Isn't it
It's
just?
kind of just like
Eh.
meh. I do want to rank B or Alistair first, cause
B.
B is
I want to rank B first because
Top
I
mid?
B first because she's first here. I think
Yeah.
top
I
mid.
kind of like B's team, actually.
She's got a good team.
She's got Surfetched, which is cool.
She got Surfetched, and she's got
Him on
Pangoro.
top is really cool.
Really
I
respect-
just think
I just don't want to
Other
rain on
than
their parade, you know?
Pangoro, which is a dark type.
That's
She's
about
got-
it. I just don't want to rain on their
I
parade.
mean,
Same
she's
thing.
brutal. Yeah,
Let
it's
them
not
do
I
them.
would
weak
have
to-
preferred. I would have
Like-
preferred
The way things
Phalanx
went.
over Hitmontop.
Just kind of let it be.
But, like, what is?
Or Halucha over Hitmontop,
B doesn't have any coverage for flying.
which is where I think Halucha could have been. I mean, Halucha isn't better against flying, but
I mean, it doesn't get like rock, any rock moves. There's a lot of fighting types that get like rock slide.
yeah, it's just she's just not
some
it.
fighting types have Stone Edge.
Stone Age, right? Yeah, B's a little bit of disappointment.
She's a decently big disappointment, I think.
I
Especially
do love
her biggest
her
flaw.
Dynamics Machamp though is actually kind of insane
Yeah.
though, with the crit rate increasing.
No, I respect that. That's why I don't talk about switching Machamp, because Machamp actually fits her really well as her ace.
Yeah, Machamp is.
But I think her biggest
Me and
flaw.
Fallen can attest. B has murdered us many a times.
That was just you.
My
You've died to
biggest
B
flaw-
before. I've died to B
No,
once. and you
I
went to
did.
B.
You did. You killed all my Pokemon.
B's biggest flaw, unarguably, if she's paired up against Alistair, who definitely has a better team than her. I
Alistair's
feel.
awesome though. I like Alistair's design. Really, really cool design. Also, his team is really cool. You got
Mimikyu.
Galarian, Yamask, got Mimikyu, you
Yeah.
got Cursula, and G-Max Gengar, which is kind of a mediocre G-Max, but
Yeah.
that's like the weakest thing of his team is that
The
Gengar's
Mimikyu
G-Max is kind of
Ursula, it's very clear that Alistair's the better of the two. And not just because he's a ghost type and ghost is good against fight. No, it's just his team is just more interesting.
Yeah, you
doesn't-
got a Ghost Fairy to help against dark
dark.
types. You got Ground, which is don't even have a ground move. Yamask, why are you disappointing? Also, Cursula's not a rock type?
No.
I thought it was a Ghost Rock.
No, it's a water ghost, I'm pretty sure. Like Dead Coral.
No,
just
pure
pure
ghost.
Your ghost.
Pure ghost.
Oh, pure ghost.
Gets Ancient Power though.
Yeah. Val Only, I can't in good conscience
Only?
put her high. She has a good team, but Galarian Weezing just is so out of element in for her gym. She's in the middle of the forest. She really should have had a different.
Yeah, no. She should have had what's Morlow's
Grimm's.
evolution?
Grimmsnarl.
No, Morlow.
Oh, Morlow. Morlow? Oh yeah, Shiinotic.
Shiinotic.
That would have made
I
sense.
think Shiinotic is so fitting.
Yeah.
It would have given you another poison weakness, but like you
And
have
it
a
actually-
steel type in Mawile.
It actually exists in the forest.
Yeah,
Before.
it's there at the gym, and it makes sense. Togekiss makes sense.
Yeah.
Alcremie is a little weird, but
I'm gonna put her.
Okay.
I'm gonna put her in mid. It's just she's got a good team. Like my.
I would
know-
put her in at the bottom of cool.
Okay, fine.
But how are we gonna rate Bead? Because I'll be honest, I like Bead's team.
I really like the fact that B makes you think he's gonna be a fairy type, and then or a psychic type or whatever.
Because he is psychic.
Yeah, Beat is a psychic. I don't know. It's such a
The
strange.
only problem with Bead is that he doesn't really have a the only theme that he has. I guess we can use his
like, cute Pokemon is
one-
kind of his theme.
yeah, he's got Mawile, he's got Gardevoir, he's got Rapidash, he's got Hatterene.
Yeah, I
He's
don't
got
know.
2 Psychic Fairies, which is kind of meh, but like
I think he goes
I-
here. He's better than. But
I would I feel it's a little bit of a shame not to put him.
Oh,
Now
boy.
you get what
Yeah, if you forgot Rapid
what do you mean,
Ashes second too.
or you're saying
Yeah,
now
I
I
said
get what
that.
you mean by the
He does have a
team.
decent.
Yeah,
oh,
like-
I forgot that guard.
Here, let me pull up there. Let me
Yeah,
pull up.
he has a
the-
problem
the
against
team.
ghost
So
types. A really
Yeah,
big
bro.
problem.
Gen 8 gym leaders.
3 psychic types, but honestly,
The way they're
Kind of
rating
has
them,
identity,
it's
they
just
like,
purely based on like
guy.
this,
Yeah.
that he
this.
Well, the
Turns-
issue, that's the
This.
issue. I think is that he's too heavily reliant on
he
that
drops the
psychic.
Gothita and the Solosis.
The way I'd
I
rather
don't know, it's just it ain't it for me.
rate them is like
All right.
I feel like
all of the
Gordy-
gyms have something
he's
before
one of
the
those
actual
leaders.
gym leader.
I think he's.
It's
got-
like a
I
puzzle
like
to
his
solve.
shades, it's cool, but
That's what
teams-
I'd also be taking into account. If it's like
No. His team is just.
he's
a
got
no.
Shuckle.
a iffy
I have a major problem
puzzle,
with
great
picking
team,
him.
then mid.
He,
You
he's
know,
not that deep in like he's
yeah.
the 6th gym
and also
leader,
like
but
the
gym leader
character, how their involvement
is
with
a
the plot. If they're
very
just kind of
type-
there, they're just kind of there
primary
to so you
type.
fight
It's
them,
same with
move on.
Ice.
They're kind of
I feel like
iffy.
they knew
I
what they were
don't think that's
doing.
the main problem. I
The-
think
my
it's that
issue
his
is that-
team kinda
Actually,
sucks.
ranking
Shuckle
every single
and Stone
every single
have like
Pokemon
really weird defensive
would
stats.
take a little more
I
time,
think
to
they
be honest.
should
Yeah.
Me, they
bad.
just seem
But-
such. They seem such
Yeah.
pushovers. I mean, yes,
The
like
only good Pokemon is like Colossal.
yeah, like okay. Like I'll give him credit. His team covers itself pretty well. You've got a Shuckle and a Colossal that helps with the grass types. You've got the water type that help with sorry. You've got the bug type to help with the
ground.
fighting type. Water to help with ground. So he covers himself pretty well, and I can't, you gotta respect that. And I definitely rank him higher than I rank Melanie.
Really?
I still think he goes mid. Yeah, his team. Okay, apart
I
from
think
the,
it's kind of crazy that Melanie's got a really
with
good team.
rankings, yeah, a lot.
Melanie, my issue with Melanie
rank
is
by
her
their own
team.
categories,
Her
yeah.
Lapras is, I think, like, I guess, does the Darmanitan, I don't know, it's just,
The Darmanitan does not have
Focusing
good,
on team
gorilla
is not a bad
functions.
idea. I get what you mean,
Eh,
but
I don't know.
they're already
I
taking a
can't
while
with
just
that. Her
to
team,
to
I
express
didn't
their
play against it,
opinions.
so I don't really know.
Just on the teams,
but-
I mean,
Her team seems way easier to deal with than the other teams, because Fire sweeps
No.
the first 3, and then...
again though, I'm not bringing
like,
this
Lapras
up.
is
But
I'm
the-
not
the
bringing
pro-
up my
the thing
opinion
is,
on
if you
the way
use
they're
a
doing
special
it,
fire
even though
type,
it's changed.
Frost is actually,
Because like
I think it can take a fire.
they're
special
enthusiastic. It sounds like
shield
right
types.
now. I don't want to drain them
Darmanitan's
as
pretty
kind of this
bulky, and-
the turn has
But
me.
it's also a
lots of
rock
damage.
weakness is a pretty, like...
And if you're
glaring
using a
thing.
physical
yeah.
fire type, then Ice Cube is immune to your first attack to it.
Yeah,
And if Snow's up
so...
or Hail is up,
It
then
feels...
he
yeah.
gets it back.
But it also has... It's the same thing with the fire type. It has no real defense against rock moves. Physical rock moves kind of tear this team apart from the
Except for
Lapras.
Ice Cube, who
Yeah.
has Ice Face. Yeah, no. Rock
Actually, I
kinda
do need
destroys
to.
Frostmoth, kinda
Actually, I can
destroys
BRB later.
Darmanitan. Ice Cube can take a single hit and then like die after.
They're
And then
but they're enjoying it,
Lapras-
so I'll just watch.
Lapras
Yeah.
is interesting.
Lapras actually
Is a good
Can-
Pokemon, but
can save the team. It's actually what saves her. I don't think she's ice or mid derogatory because she's actually cool, but I understand.
then they can both go on mid, I guess. But she definitely doesn't go any higher. She's worse in my opinion.
I kind of see the two of them as adjacent. That's probably just.
There.
I really like Piers because
Piers is actually
he's
probably
just a cool guy.
Piers.
Also,
Okay,
His gym fight is really unique. I think
Ember?
he's amazing.
I think okay.
How's
I
it
really
going?
like his
I'm kinda
team.
tired, I'm kinda
Malachi,
drained,
really
but-
like-
Obstagoon,
Yeah.
I'm-
Stun Tank.
I'm
Yeah,
letting the
actually,
two
really
of
cool.
them finish it.
I think he's amazing.
This man and
Yeah,
this
I
man.
can agree with that.
I may jump in if I have an
Like,
opinion.
again, like going through
But
all
yeah.
of these, I played through the majority of the game in one day.
Can-
His team actually took me like, okay, Let this man cook. He's got a team.
Can I just say real quick, we still don't have anyone in GOAT, which I have opinions on
Well-
some people who should be in there
My idea for
but-
GOAT was like it would be like
We move a
back at the
couple
end.
people up
at the end.
when we
yeah,
at the end.
because like yeah.
Are we gonna like bullet
Marnie-
that, or are
Marnie's,
we
like-
going to take our time?
I mean we're almost done, but I don't remember Marnie
I'll be
being all
honest,
that special.
Marnie's like, I don't know why people like Marnie so much. She's like the least interesting. She has a toxic Crick on her team.
Boo.
She also has a Morpeko though.
The only thing that I think saves her is the Gigantamax Grimmsnarl, which is her exclusive Pokemon that only she has, and I think that's really cool. Other than that, she's a Liepard, a Scrafty, a Morpeko, which I guess is not always a Dark type, I think. I don't know how Hunger Switch works. I'll be honest.
Raihan, I think.
Oh, you
goes
have a
into
lot of
amazing.
Silence, so
Because
you
well,
gotta try
again,
to
he's
stay up.
kind of easy to deal with for this
Ah.
in terms of. Gen
That's
8.
when you
because
grab
it's
a
a very
monster,
good
a
combo.
Red Bull,
You gotta respect the team.
a
You gotta
C4,
respect the team. You know what I mean?
something
Two
like that.
dragons,
And
and
then-
it's just themed around. Like,
Just have it next to you, drink every now and again. I know Monster is good with that, just taking sips and keeping you going.
I just.
A
Well,
little bit
I
thirsty,
like
drink up some
Raihan a lot
more.
because he's got an
Yeah.
actually
Monster's
good
good
team
with
that
that.
isn't just would you look at that? It's you know, there is not
Pandaconda!
there's no one type that sweeps this. I mean,
A
water.
tier list I would
only
love to
gets
do.
you
It would
so
probably just
far,
have to be me
but
and
it
maybe a
doesn't
friend.
this. Ice
It
type
None of them.
nothing to
None
Zoraidon.
of these
yeah,
guys though.
It does nothing to route
And
on.
Flag-
It's
It
Flag
would
on
be
Thunder.
monster fruit
And
flavor
Flag
tier
has Thunder
list.
Punch.
Yeah. And ice, same thing with ice. It's you know what I mean? It's good against Flygon, it's good against Anaconda, not that good against Gigalith.
It's not good
or
against Gigalith,
Duraludon.
it's not really that good against the
So-
Duraludon.
He's my. I obviously respect him more as a gym leader than
Mhm.
the other ones.
'Cause,
Also,
I
right
don't-
on to Double Battle.
I like a lot
Yeah.
of them.
Cool.
It is cool, I
I used to
respect
love
that.
this. I think I've had it too
but-
much, so it's now every
I
now and
still don't. I
again.
feel like
I love this. It's
it only gets him
mango.
so far.
This is
The
Aussie Lemonade. This is
unfortunate
mango.
truth Is that it's still Gen 8,
Yeah,
and that.
that's fair.
But yeah, all right. I have
Ah.
no idea about Scarlet and Violet. So...
Wait, are we not including
This is quite nice.
The
If
Isle
it's what
of
I'm
Armor?
thinking. I'm not a
No.
fan of this.
because they are not here.
And
don't
I
know
haven't
them
had
at
these
all.
two. This is kind of like Fruit Punch.
uh,
But it's probably my favorite iteration
do
of
you
any
guys
Fruit
want-
Punch.
Do you want to go through the? I'll give this generation one major up is the Terra type feature.
Where the
Though
hell?
I kinda
Oh.
I see what they
It's
did.
almost 4
and I
a.m.
respect it.
I
for the
don't,
most
actually,
part.
I don't know where
I
you
kinda
are in
wish
the
I think it
world,
would've
to
been
be
cooler if
honest,
they
so
covered
I
this,
can't.
But I do kind of appreciate
Yeah.
tearing a Pokemon that is adjacent, tearing into for the
well,
most
I
part.
think that's actually really cool. Is the unique Terra type Pokemon?
Yeah.
Also, could I just say, I do think... I know I'm
think there's
muted,
a
I
missed
mean to be.
opportunity.
I'd rate him higher just cause
Why did you do Teddy
outside of
Why-
Gym in
why not?
Pokemon Black 2, White
Why
2, he's an actor, right? And he's cool for that. I like
Yeah.
him. He's out of the gym scene. He's kind of
I don't
retired,
know these
doing his
trainers
own
at
little
all.
thing.
So, Champ, do you want to just like speed around this?
Fallen knows him. better
Tofu
than
and
I do.
Larry on top.
Who's who?
Kofu, I think, is
Larry's right.
normal. Or Larry's.
Larry's
okay.
and Kofu's the blue dude on the left.
Kofu's
of
blue.
Larry.
So, where are you putting him? Amazing.
Larry's
We're an amazing
awesome just as a
Pokemon to
dude.
Utopia.
His team's actually really interesting.
I
because-
like the team as well.
So the team is very interesting because he's both an Elite Four and a gym trainer, and he uses both normal type and flying type because
He
he's
is
both.
Let me
He's
take a look at
he's
time
all
zones real
the
quick.
Dunsparce and Staraptor, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
If it's 4
I think he's
a.m.
like
for you,
Skarmory in the
it's
Elite Four,
you're
but we're
13
not
hours
gonna say
ahead
that 'cause that's not his gym leader team.
of me.
Kofu's up there because Vault and Palooza.
Fiora?
Yeah.
I think Rhyme has a really cool team. That's the
Okay, so this
rapper
is
I think her Terra is Toxtricity.
here. Okay.
Yeah,
So
she
UGC
has
minus
Toxtricity, which is
5.
Really cool.
You're plus
Um,
13.
And it's a double battle.
for me.
And
So
you
you're
also
plus
have Mimikyu
8.
and
Is
Houndstone.
Obby still streaming
Be
this?
around here.
Maybe.
Please stop.
Yeah, I am. I'm
'Cause he-
talking with chat a lot.
Okay, I was gonna be like,
people
damn,
in
you're like,
chat?
you've been on mute this entire time.
You
Like,
have
we-
been-
That's
you-
why, because I've been talking with chat. They're
Okay.
discussing side
I've been-
things. Somewhat adjacent also while letting
I'd
you guys cook
say-
because I don't really have anything
I
to
think
add
he's
on.
pretty mid.
Who? Which one?
The
First.
Baker, first one.
I don't even remember them.
Which mid?
Honestly, mid derogatory. Fido, her not having Fido is an absolute shame.
Fair.
Brassius. This
I
guy.
like them.
Why does he doesn't have some floor on his team.
Oh, we have
I mean, because right before that, we
actually,
spent a lot of time.
you don't have any 24-hour,
I mean,
24/7
I guess, but, like, his whole
shops.
thing is some floor.
That's a real
What gets him out of
Also,
business
Solid,
opportunities right there.
as
Convenience
a
store
second gym
open for like the grinding college
college?
students, especially on a college
It's a little
campus.
sad. I put him
Have energy drinks, you know.
top of mid.
Have some snacks,
He's
chips,
jumping off a windmill.
chocolate.
Yeah,
You know,
that is
essentially have a 24/7
Okay.
7-Eleven
Please,
on a college
please
campus.
tell me the ice type gym leader does not Terra Altaria into an ice type. Oh no.
Grusha does Terra Altaria.
Oh my god.
You guessed
I'm
it.
sorry, but that is actually a violation. I
But
cannot.
Grusha's cool.
Grusha's actually really cool, and I think.
I'm sorry.
No.
Just
No.
that alone.
Please.
I cannot, in good
piece of
faith.
power.
The Titan has thick fat.
I like
okay,
her
that makes
team.
it a little bit better, but-
I don't have a lot of things to say, but
Okay.
I really liked her. I really liked the I think it was Ghost.
Wait, her?
Him.
Or him. My bad. I remember talking about this with Cal,
Wait,
but him,
who?
yeah.
Who's him?
The ice
Grusha, the
type.
ice
Ice
person.
type.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I just made that a mistake. Scroll up a little. Wait. So I could see. Okay.
Grusha's probably my favorite.
Okay. Next to Mr.
I
Shoot.
think Grusha should be, like, near
Hapu next to her.
Topical? Yeah, I think that's a fair placement.
I don't
think
know.
as an ice type gym.
I think Cool Chili works.
pretty well.
I think it's a bit disrespectful, just because, like, yeah, the thick fat does matter, but it's.
Are you
still,
going
like,
black,
a
or are you
challenge
going,
to
like-
victim.
Mid.
With
Grusha's a
coffee,
better team than Price.
I like lattes. Okay, so instead of water, you add
Okay,
milk,
price probably
essentially.
deserves to go down, to be honest.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I don't, like, after ranking it, like, this was really early on. After
Okay,
ranking
well,
it,
Melon?
Price is pretty mid.
I wanted to put her here anyway, but
You don't like ice type gym leaders.
ice type gym leaders are always done so dirty because they're always so late in the game, and they just always suck because they don't have any count. Like,
Grusha is the final gym leader, but
Also, I
my
like.
issue, okay, well, yeah. Well, here's my thing, right? If you're gonna make the final gym leader, they gotta be strong. And if you're going to go use a Pokemon like Ice or Rock that has so many weaknesses, you actually have to build a solid team. You cannot just be putting out stuff like a Beartech. Like
Black
Slush
costs
Beartech
more?
is
Really?
good. Yeah.
I
but
wouldn't
The
expect
issue
that.
is, you're a pure ice. You're an ice type. You have so
Dang.
many.
well, are you
ice
talking about
types.
Bryson?
No, I'm just saying in general, just ice type, just because it's a great counter to dragon, or it's like seen as the counter to dragon, even though it
Well,
really
it's also
isn't
good against
anymore.
Grass, good type.
It's good against grass and ground, but ice is such a.
Ground.
I see ice as such a quite literal brittle type. Being weak to
Yeah.
fire.
Also, could I
fighting
just
rock and
mention,
steel
I like how they did in Gen
kind of
5,
concerning,
after
because
electric
those are
is
very
ground, and then after
steel maybe
ground
not so much.
is
Not a
flying.
common type. Steel's not a common
Yeah, I
type.
was saying,
Electric
fire
has no
is
effect
not
on ground,
common.
ground has no
Fighting's
effect
supposed
to-
on
I feel like
Fighting-
flying, and then
fighting
they
is,
also
like,
ended
one
up
rock.
doing
Most- I think
ice
Big.
I think a lot of
before
Pokemon have
dragon.
fighting moves. A lot of
Where
Pokemon
are
get fighting
they?
moves.
Where are they?
That's
Not a lot of
actually
Pokemon
good.
get a rock moves, and not a lot of Pokemon get fire, but there are still plenty of really. The issue with that is that
Hold
fire
on.
and steel are powerful types. there are powerful Pokemon that are in that category,
Mhm.
so you could sweep. with
Really?
Eevee.
Walls like
Again,
a lot
sorry.
of types.
again,
including
I don't
fairy, and we have
agree
Yeah.
with that.
discussed
I like
fairy.
their involvement with the story,
Well, the thing
his
is,
involvement in
there's
Gen,
only- what, isn't there
in
only
Black
one
White
fairy
with the
gym leader
story.
now?
Again, I don't.
There's
I guess
Yeah.
it was like
Gen 6,
technically-
and there's also B.
But-
Opal.
Okay, but
Ice is super effective against Dragon. Dragon's the
We're
8th.
also being
Ice
honest. They
is the
get more
7th.
leeway because
Yeah.
they're earlier on. But
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. All right, let's just quick fire these. last two.
Iono,
I like her,
what's your guys'
but
opinion of Iono?
I like her. I like her team. I like the
I think her belly bolt's actually kind
Yeah, I really like her belly
of
bolt.
tough.
I'd say cool.
Her wash roll's
Terra's,
an absolute like cakewalk, and Luxie is kind of meh.
Her Terra is Misdreavus, which has
Miss
levitate.
Magius.
So.
Okay.
Miss Magius
I'll-
Terra Electric's actually kind of crazy though, because it has levitate.
Levitate, yeah, that is a pretty helpful thing.
That's
We've got-
like the one thing that I'd say puts her in like really cool. Everyone except Bellybolt and Miss Magius though, it's kind of just like dead weight though.
All right. and
Who's the
other-
last one that we haven't?
Tulip.
Tulip.
I don't know her.
I mean, her team looks good on paper. I mean, Espara with speed boost, Gardevoir to help cover
I
the
really like
dark
the
types,
Giraffe,
and
because
further
it's seeing
up
some
to
black
cover
coffee
the
copies
dark
of
types,
the store
yeah.
near me.
I mean, her team seems actually pretty good. Like,
Or either
when I see this, I think that's a much
Sackets
more
that
menacing
are
team
enough
than
for
the
a
ice type
small
trainer.
jug,
Because I know
or
now.
Cheese Cafe,
So you can't.
which
you-
also costs more.
I feel
Okay,
like a
okay.
Spothor should have been
Yeah, I guess I could see
the
that.
lead.
Probably that would make a little bit more sense in my opinion. I
Synchronized Gardevoir. I don't know if synchronized
No.
Gardevoir. I feel like Gardevoir should have just gotten Trace, but
Looking at her, I feel like she belongs in either cool or I don't know, amazing.
I
Again,
think she is a really strong trainer. She's probably the first trainer that I actually struggled with a little bit. I mean, I didn't lose to her,
but she actually has a team with good coverage and
Yeah,
good
her
poke.
team
Oh
is
yeah,
actually
I have
really
some
strong.
bias with
So I
liking
feel like
her
she
a
goes
lot.
in
I don't
amazing
really
approach
know why I
looking
do.
at that. She's the only
But I
one
really
that,
like her. I
that
used to
actually
not
good
like
team.
her, but now I love
Hmm?
her.
No, her team's actually really strong.
Her.
It's just that her.
I like
her
him,
her gym
Wallace.
It's,
No.
it's
I'm
annoying.
neutral on him, but if I'm trying to take a more
Yeah,
like
you have to-
objective standpoint, I
do,
think he's
like,
really cool. I
you
love
have to
his gym.
dance, and then you have to fight just random people.
I really like the twins.
Look at the
Alright.
Grucia's
Having like
cheats a little bit on the gym
twins as a gym leader, I think was
All right.
really cool.
because
idea.
they're in
Oh.
the snow.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's something that I forgot to mention. Is that it's always gonna snow
For Garusha,
in Grusha's gym,
okay, I don't think that's
and
cheating.
it's
I think that's actually a really cool concept to make the ice types better,
is.
so they don't
yeah,
have to spread out.
because
Snowy mountain.
he fights outside, so it's
I
snowy.
like that.
I just
because
buy
they-
slightly
also,
cheaper ones,
Beartrick has
but
Snowpoke,
mostly focus
Yeah.
on
and in
how many
Gen
sackets I
9,
get. Oh yeah.
snow is the weather, and it increases your defense by 50%.
So
No,
I
yeah,
respect that.
I'd
It
say that's
definitely
fair.
makes it a little bit more formidable, but I still just don't feel like it's the gym. You know, ice types I do not think belong. I think they'd be amazing middle or early ones, like second, third, fourth gym leaders, because you're not gonna have as many counters to them, and they'd actually be a little
Just
bit
in
more
an
menacing.
Antarctica region.
I'd actually like that, or maybe like
Right.
a region where I think it could be like bottom South America or
Iceland is
something,
pretty
and
big.
you
There's not a lot of
start
snow in
explore,
Iceland.
and it's like you explore
And there is a lot of snow in Iceland. I feel.
Antarctica.
There is, but it's
the
like,
South
it's not.
Pole.
I don't think. I think it's just because it's a lot because it's a small country.
Yeah.
So I don't think that's
Like if you were to do I feel like Russia or I mean I was
Russia
gonna
would
say
be a
Canada,
cool-
but honestly Russia's.
I think Russia would be a cool region.
Russia would be a great region, but I don't feel like we're gonna get one for a little while.
No, yeah.
I think Russia fits the bills perfectly of what they're doing. Like Nintendo. Okay, I don't get me wrong. I love Europe, but come on.
They probably
But
won't
look,
right
yeah,
now.
what
What
do
with
you mean?
Western Europe-
what's been up with
Western
Russia?
Europe-
Yeah, that's what I'm
Western
talking about.
Europe
That's my issue.
Because in Eastern
England,
Europe, there's so many
France,
countries in East,
Spain,
Eastern Europe that we can
Portugal.
do.
Like, come on. I love Italy, but even Italy's like a little bit more southern Europe. But if we're gonna do one, give us like Croatia.
Italy's way too similar to Spain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, give us like a Croatia, you know?
Croatia's
us
too
a-
similar to Italy.
Give us a region based on a country
I
that
would
has
like
really
Serbia.
cool
If you wanted
culture
to
that
do
not
that
many
kind of
people
region.
know about. I feel like that's something.
Honestly,
I feel like those exist.
Turkey
Can't
would
put
also
no.
be really cool.
Turkey,
Turkey.
yeah.
Turkey, yeah. Actually, sorry. Turkey, yeah.
Hmm?
Romania, if you wanted to have like really cool gothic vibes.
Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like, I don't know much about Romanian, say, architecture or anything.
Like a Dracula themed like ghost
But
gym leader.
it would be cool, things like that.
Or I guess you could do a poison type gym leader.
Already,
Jason Dracula.
gamers.
That'd be
No.
cool.
Okay,
Let's-
so the Gen 6 fairy type I think should go up.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think Crasher Wake should go up just by his aura alone.
Just by his aura.
Wallace,
Wallace, if those two are tied together, okay?
Wallace goes up. I'm okay with Wallace going up.
I'm fine with Wallace going up, but the two of them are
They're tied together. They're tied together.
they're tied together.
I actually low-key kind of would have put it here because I do think they are the most interesting.
they're very
I
unique.
love their gimmick, yeah.
Again, if you don't pick up that the Pansimasaur or whatever,
Yeah.
they're-
Then
they're
it's
some of
actually
the
kind
most
of tough.
interesting for simulators.
Yeah.
Because again, they don't baby out and choose to give you the easy mode, which most rivals do. They'll choose the weaker starter.
Yeah.
But I like that they don't. They go up against you with something that's super effective against you, and you don't typically have a counter if you don't go for the elemental monkey, which might encourage you after you lose to go and explore, which I think is cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think honestly, yeah, you can put Wallace and Juan up there. I think we should put like a Gen 7 person up there, and I think Kiawe.
Quit it with your
Marowak.
personal preference, Forgotten.
I think he's the strongest of the.
What about Sophically?
Definitely not
Sophocles,
something.
Togedemaru is kind of a pushover sometimes.
Yeah.
I was thinking more so. I just like the puzzles in his.
Oh no, I
Yeah.
like Sophocles' trial.
It's probably one of my favorite trials.
No.
You can put him in amazing, honestly. I
If we
think
were
he's
ranking
underrated.
him, I think we should get. I think he does get the buff after going through everyone because he was like one of the first people. But I don't think he's enough to go into GOAT category.
I don't think he's enough to go into Go, but
And I
I
think
think
that
like-
actually fits Blue pretty well right there. He deserves to be
Yeah.
high, but he doesn't deserve any higher because he's cool because he breaks the conventions and has an unfair
Yeah.
advantage.
I mean, we did give the Cress, Chili and I forget what the other one name is.
David.
Stylen?
Yeah.
That's different though. That's a lot different than having a
And I want to give
team of-
Raihan a boost because he's also breaks the convention because he's cool like that, but also
The only reason
He's-
I'm against it is he has 4 Pokemon. If he had a
That's-
5th Pokemon that was good, he would be up there.
that's fair, but there aren't many. What gym leaders have 5 Pokemon? It's a very small list.
Okay. Hold on, wait a minute. Am I just dumb? I might just be dumb. Holy crap. Champ, you might have just exposed me in 4K right there.
I think.
Oh shoot.
I think the Gen
Champ-
5 gym
okay,
leaders have
okay,
it, but
I'm
that might
sorry.
be
I
challenge
just got exposed. I just got exposed big time.
Yeah.
What happened?
Like, as far as I can really recall, the only gym leader that actually has 8 that isn't like the
6, because
I'm sorry,
the only
that's
Pokemon,
5
the only trainer that
Pokemon?
has 8 is like
That's,
Giovanni. Giovanni has
Volo.
Volo has 8.
Volo.
Giovanni has 5 Pokemon, and he's one of the only trainers that actually, or gym leaders that actually has 5
Mhm.
Pokemon.
So you also have to do like a whole entire like thing to unlock him. So he's like even after like when you would originally fight an 8th gym leader.
Lethal company plus
Yeah.
mods plus
What,
ranks
I
and
was trying to,
fun.
what I was trying to say is like put trainers that are after the 8th, like the Brock, the Misty. Like Brock has 5 in gold and silver, but I don't really count that.
Right.
Okay. Wallace and Juan have 5 Pokemon, but it's very
Yeah,
rare.
that's why
Okay,
they're in Go.
no, you know what? No, I'm gonna stand by that. They could have done it. They could have given him a 5th Pokemon. They just didn't have the balls because they made this game too easy in general.
I think
They didn't have the balls.
I think Raihan can be in the GOAT as long as he's like at the very, very bottom.
No, if he had that 5th Pokemon, I would agree. But they didn't have the balls, so I don't have the balls. That's how it works. It's a ball eat ball world out there.
Interesting choice of words.
Um,
Honestly, I feel like this could be a finished list. If you don't want to nitpick a lot of
We
things,
should re-examine.
because I don't want to nitpick a lot.
I do not want to reorganize these categories because it will kill me. We've been doing this for so
Didn't you
long.
say you had something to do, Forgotten? That was BS,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
No, I actually had stuff to do. I also didn't want you to spend another 30 minutes working on the thumbnail because I'm not gonna lie, Abby, you spent so fucking long working on
Yeah.
the thumbnail.
Okay, well, if you have stuff to do, then
Well, it's a thumbnail.
Yeah.
This is fine enough.
I'm not gonna just...
Like, okay. If you want to reorganize it a little bit more, can I like share this exact
Just
one
save or
with you?
download.
Save that.
I don't think you can edit it.
You can just open it in paint.net or something.
I guess so.
I have to work on my website. I didn't think this was gonna take nearly as long as it
Yeah.
did,
Mhm.
which is
Yeah.
my own fault. My bad. But also, again, Abby, if you went back and added champ, it probably would have taken you another like 20 minutes.
I don't know about that long, because I would have just
Okay.
been...
Well, then you
I
would
already have
probably
him
try to find
saved,
another
it would have
place-
just been
You
important to
probably would have tried
file,
to find another
rotating
place to
it.
put Derv.
I wouldn't have put Derv!
Okay.
I just need something
I'm
to
sure
fill
you
that empty
don't-
space.
I'm sure you still would have put Derv there.
Oh, you don't know.
I don't know.
You don't know
You're
enough
right,
then.
but
I think me and Fallon would have said you should keep Derv. Just move him.
And then we would have spent.
Had fun looking, but you're gonna let us cook. We're not cooking, okay? This is just a dogfight, okay? Now it's a dogfight. There's no
I don't
cooking
know.
involved.
I just you
See ya,
drive me a
though.
little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and not in a good way.
Okay, so I've
Bop, bop, bop.
roasted a lot of you guys off muted, but generally speaking, I think we're
Oh
good.
my
so...
god, bro! How much do you want to bet he roasted me the most?
No. No, honestly, most of I said that because initially the way we were doing it was we were talking about like the character, yeah, with the team, but also like the gym, like the puzzles and their involvement with the plot, and then it just evolved into just talking about the teams themselves.
In fairness, later
No,
gym leaders.
I still consider the designs. I didn't talk about it. as
In
much.
fairness, later gym leaders do nothing.
I looked in Abby's stream. I heard we're not cooking with just a dogfight.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
That was just now.
Okay. What is like the only like Gen 6 gym leader that does anything is the one that gives you the Mega Stone, really. No,
Yeah,
okay, the
Karina.
Gen 7 leaders do stuff, but we also started with them. But I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
The
a
Gen
lot of
7
the gym
leaders have a
leaders.
lot of involvement in the story. Gen 8 ones,
Gen 4
Nessa
hardly do anything.
and Kabu do, but Milo doesn't. Gordy and Melanie don't. Only like a couple of them in Gen 8 do. Most of the Gen 9 ones though, you do have to do like you have to do your trial first, and you always have to like interact with them before the gym itself, which is interesting.
Alright.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'm gonna end the stream. Maybe I'll stream later, maybe not. See ya! Sorry, that was horrible, probably. See ya!